Live, local.
Not Neil. How come nobody told Joe that? He would have plugged me. Joe, you know, we took a trap nest we covered the other day. I was sharing some pictures under the shower cell.
WQAM.
You sound gay.
That's what all the gay people say.
Well, I don't agree with what you say, so I'm going to beat you up.
Okay, come on over.
I'll show him not to be like me. Are you George?
Yes.
I'm a croc.
Why do you sound that way?
All my species sound this way.
I see.
I have come to beat you up.
Your courage is admirable. Now prepare to die. I'm performing a haka dance on you.
Well, stop it. You're scaring me.
No harm will come to you if you do not touch my flesh.
Like this?
You touched my flesh!
Oh, that's it. It's over? All right.
Rick Riley is an imbecile.
Reagan, A Life in Letters is the publishing event of the year, but letters alone cannot tell the full story of America's greatest president. Introducing Reagan, A Life in Post-it Notes.
Nancy, buy more jelly beans. P.S. Red jelly beans, good. Red commies, bad.
Nowhere else could you find such a clear statement of our 40th president's values and opinions than on little yellow squares of paper stuck to the White House fridge.
Nancy, please wash my overalls. Use Tide. P.S. Not the tide of Marxism that threatens our very way of life.
Reagan, A Life in Post-it Notes, chronicles his thoughts on politics, religion, and even sex.
Dear Nancy, the Berlin Wall has fallen. And when I get home, so will that little lace number I bought you for our anniversary. P.S. Growl.
Reagan, A Life in Post-it Notes is available at Boredom's Books. Buy your copy today and receive the bonus volume, Reagan, A Life in Grocery List.
Eggs, milk, and what else? Oh, yes. Eggs, milk.
Don't you just love... We're in the communication business, don't you know? Nobody told our good friend Joe that Neil's gone, and, you know... Because that's just so embarrassing, because it gets people all, you know, whipped up.
Yeah.
They're all ready for Neil, and then, it's this guy. You know, they should really warn people up front, for all the right reasons. It's just honest.
Right.
Neil's on vacation. People are going to be calling out, Neil! Both sincerely and insincerely, because a lot of people, that you know, that's how they bust your balls.
Of course.
As if... But yeah, Neil's on vacation, so you know, it's me today and all the next week, and we will have Spick and Suds Friday next week. I spoke to Suds this morning. Boy, I should have taped the call. It was one of those funny calls,
really,
where just everybody was funny. Well, I mean, you know, if you ask us, it was funny. I mean, we were both laughing. We cracked each other up.
That's all it counts.
It was great. It was good. It gelled. And but he won't be here today. He's got something really important to do, like sleeping.
That's understandable.
So, but he will be here next week, and we'll get something going on. You know, we got to spend all day today mourning the sad, sad loss of a great American, Ray Charles. Well, who'd you think
got me on that one?
About? Yeah, you see that? I thought I was going to go one way there. Yeah, man, Ray Charles, nobody didn't like Ray. Nobody. I went out there, and I asked everybody. I shook everyone down and asked them, and nobody had a bad thing to say about Ray Charles. He was a mensch. He was a great guy. I don't think we have any Ray Charles music here. Not that, well, I mean, I would play, I don't know, Hit the Road Jack or something like that, but that's something everybody knows. He only had like 100 albums or more. And Ray was cool. Ray was great. And he's dead. So, you know, rest in peace, Ray Charles. Now, this other guy, on the other hand, and there it is, and, you know, I guess there will be lots of time today to just, I don't know, words fail me as far as all this stuff going on. And I come in here yesterday and I see Robert, and Robert's our resident Republican in this corner of the building, at least the outspoken one, and it makes no sense, but nevertheless, he is. So I say to the greeter, I say, I guess you're bereaved or something. And his line was, even if you didn't like the guy, how often does this happen? And I said, what, somebody dying? He goes, no, a president dying. I said, last time I checked, every time there is a president, there's going to be a president dying. In other words, it happens to all of us, so we're going to have to go through, maybe not like this, oh, Lordy, not like this. But when everybody's going to die, so we're going to have a funeral for every president that ever there was. And why do we have to spend all this money every time a president dies? Because this is our money, and we have better things to be spending it on. Oh, you're not supposed to be saying all these things. He was a great American. He was America's cheerleader. You know what? I do agree with that guy. They stuck a microphone in somebody's face who was online there in between the velvet ropes. And they asked him, how are you? And that's what we're going to do for the poll today, and I will read the results of yesterday's, the porn star poll, much more important than this. They asked him, how are you going to remember Ronald Reagan? And he said, I'm going to remember him as America's cheerleader. And I thought that was a great line. America's cheerleader. That was very accurate, because he was. And I was a big Reaganite back in the day. Of course, I was a born-again Christian, so it all went together during the Reagan years. I thought he was, Snoop says I can't say that word anymore. That's too bad. I thought he was the shizzly dizzly.
There you go.
He looked good up there, and I don't, he did. Nobody can argue at that point. I mean, he was an evil man. He was an evil elitist. But he looked good up there. He looked presidential by comparison to other people. He was tall. Tall just happens to matter in this world. And he was tall, and he had that hair. Right. Had that dew.
Yeah.
Full of dippity doo.
By the way, we actually do have some cuts in the AV. That was Dave Hagen that called
Ray Charles?
Ray Charles songs.
No kidding. Anything good?
I don't know. Let's see.
Give it a listen. Well, no, just wait. You heard his story, right? Because they've been covering it on the news and everything.
Well, I put up the story.
He was born a poor black child. We know that. Like, real poor. Mom and dad had like 100 kids.
Georgia.
Yeah, all right, that's enough. We want to dedicate that to Georgia Beasley, who was in the building here recently. She's cool. She's a cool person.
All right.
Yeah, one of the Beasley girls. Start making friends with her, because eventually she'll own the company, and we can beg her for a job.
That's the goal.
Please, let me keep working. I have children. So Ray was cool. Impoverished. They had like 100 kids. He lost his brother and his eyesight like right around the same time when he was 7. Then they lost their parents. He became an orphan, and he was just tripping around from club to club, doing drugs and just having kind of a subsistence living, just kind of singing for his supper for years until he was discovered. So you go, Ray. He'll be, he's smiling. He was a smiley man.
Yeah.
He'll be smiling down on us from that juke joint in the sky.
Right.
I like the word juke. Here's the result. Here are the results of yesterday's poll. You can start thinking about the new Reagan poll that we're going to be taking today, because inspired by the question that they asked that guy. How did I word it? What will you remember most about Ronald Reagan? That's how we're wording it. Now, it's a little bit of a builder. We got it started with some decent choices already that I already funneled over to Eric. So if you have something to add to it, fine. But I don't see, you know what, they'll surprise me. I'm thinking we won't get a list, because we always do when we ask a question about what is your favorite, and we ask them to name one thing, and they name 20.
Of course.
Like, well, I named 6, but that's just because that's our job here, is to get the poll started, all right? I didn't want to name 6. I've already got my choice on there. But, and I'm not going to say what that is just yet. So we can add to it. And we will have, I guess I should promote this, we will have T.D. Allman will be calling in around noonish, I guess, who wrote the book Rogue State, and he had the signing yesterday. Hopefully it went well for him.
Yeah, Woody said it went really well. A lot of people.
Good.
Standing room only.
Excellent. Excellent. Neil takes all the credit for that. How else would anybody have known? Did you know? Did you hear about it anywhere else?
No.
It was the only promotion that he got, I'm sure. I don't think there was a flyer anywhere. So that's good. I'm glad we could help him, because he's a good guy just by his bio, man. This guy's been everywhere and done everything, including getting shot in the neck. So he'll be calling around noon. He's going to help us kill some time, and we're going to eulogize Reagan. We're going to let him say some things.
Excellent.
Here are the results of yesterday's poll before we get any further. Who is your favorite porno actor or actress of all time? And I didn't have one. And people, I explained it to Josh yesterday, and I keep going over this with people. See, it's not like they're unattractive women or anything. There are some good-looking porno people, but the fact that they're porno people takes them off of the list of people that I want to have sex with. Do I have to explain that? And I tried to explain to Josh, I mean, successfully, I guess. It's like the sports thing. Games, sex, and eating. I really enjoy doing all of those things. I don't enjoy watching other people do any of those things. I don't understand what you get out of watching someone else eat a meal. All right? I've gone over this over and over again. What do you get out of watching somebody else eat a luscious steak?
The steak looks good.
Yeah.
Can't have it.
Right? So here's a beautiful girl. I'm looking at her. I'm salivating. I'm getting all excited, right? Here comes this prison escapee, and now he's all over her and in her. And he's doing things to her that I don't want him to be doing, because there's my fantasy right here. And jailhouse tat guy with his greasy hair is touching her. And then, of course, that's presuming that we're talking about an attractive female to begin with. The modern porn actresses, I see surgical scar theater there. I see C-section scars. I see bad boob jobs. I see those really stereotypical nails, the peroxide hair, the like Pam Anderson wannabes, which why would anyone want to be? Right? That's what I see in the typical generic current porn person. We do these appearances at strip clubs periodically. The porn is there constantly. I'm not like averting my eyes or anything like that. There it is. It's right there for you to see, but it's not like there isn't a whole lot that I would want to see, because I don't want to see these ugly people having sex. And if she's attractive, I don't want to see this guy, having at my fantasy over here. So it's just the whole porn thing. It's like I could take it or leave it. Oh, how can you say that? You're a pervert. Yeah, but not in that regard. For example, the beaded curtain pictures that we're putting up today. We got Chucha, the Brazilian star of stage and screen, Pele's ex-girlfriend. I guess she's the ex-girlfriend. She had a kiddie show for a while, and she's there in the All Together. And we have a bonus Britney picture on there with kind of a see-through bra action.
Very nice.
Get up close. You get your viewer so that you can zoom in on her right boob there on the left side of your screen, and you can actually make out some pink. See, now that gets me all excited. And I would like to watch Britney naked painting her toenails or clipping her toes or maybe taking a shower or something like that. And yeah, I would love it. I could watch that all day long, but that's not the same as these people, and I haven't even read the poll yet, and we're late for the break. So here it is. I don't know any of their names, 283. See, my option wasn't on there, which is I don't have a favorite because I'm indifferent. I could take them or leave them. Jenna Jameson got 206. Tracy Lords got 173. I don't watch porno. 115 liars said that. Although maybe half of those people are fall into the category like I am, where it's just like, that's not the eroticism that I go for. That's just kind of nasty.
That could apply.
Not what they're doing is nasty. It's the people that are doing it are nasty. Christy Canyon, 100. Ginger Lynn, 70. Nina Hartley and Vanessa Del Rio, got 60. Marilyn Chambers, 58. Asia Carrera, 48. Seika with the extra K is for okay, 47. Ron Jeremy, 38. Chasey Lane, 37. She's got big ones. Peter North, 33. Tabitha Stevens, 28. Linda Lovelace, 23. Tied with Bambi Woods. And Nikki Dial also had 23. 20 for Terry Weigel, local girl. We knew that. Also big fake cans. Raylene, 19. Rocco Cifretti, 16. Barbara Dare, 15. Shane, 13. Nikita Denise, 12. Gage, 11. 10 each for Heather Brooke and, is it Johan Pollock?
I guess, yeah.
Whatever. 10. 3 for Paul Barassi. Now, the guys I don't know. I know the old hairy guys from the 70s. Those are the only people like, and of course, the new hairy guys. Like, well, I guess Ron Jeremy is an old hairy guy. 1 for Tom Byron. Like him, I remember his name. Boy, it just keeps coming up over and over again. Tom Byron just keeps coming up. I guess that's why he does that. It's 14 past 10 on 560 QAM.
You know when he's white, you know you can feel it, baby. You know it, hear it, his timing's so white.
He's a honky,
You picked a white one, baby.
He's a honky.
If he's totally white breadable and Caucasianly dreadable and ain't got no butterball, you picked a white one, baby.
You got the white one, baby.
You know when it's white, you just got the face there.
You got the white one, baby.
You got the white one. If he's completely pat-boonable, very uncolorful and laughably fullable, you pick the white one, baby.
Oh, I forgot to play the King thing. Where is it? It ought to be. There you go. That's what Neil always does. I forgot while I'm reading this very, very important facts, and I'm going to have to give it to you to email this guy and give him the private email, because hopefully he can come up with this. It's a great idea, and I actually thought about that this morning, that it would be a good day to have Patty Reagan, Patty Davis, on the beaded curtain. She did that whole Playboy shoot thing. Yeah. I mean, she's not the best-looking person in the world, but she's kind of got a Carrie Fisher look to her. And, of course, you know, Princess Leia naked, well, we can only wish and pray. Not anymore.
Plus, that would go along good with...
you know, these women,
the coverage of the Reagan.
These women, because, you know, like Nancy Sinatra, for example, like when she was 50, she decides to do her Playboy shoot. They decide later on in their golden years to cash in on their fame by showing us their cans way after we want to see them. So here's my suggestion to them, because they're all listening right now, right? Oh, yeah. If you're hot, like Britney, for example, and we do have the Britney's bonus picture on there, you know you're going to want to cash in on your fame later on. So here's what you do, all right? You go and you get you some nice naked pictures taken right now, and you put them in a vault somewhere, all right? Then 20 years later, 30 years later, you sell those. You bust out with those. Because that's when we would have wanted to see Carrie Fisher back then, like in the various Leia costumes. You know,
I got the vault ready for Britney's pictures, too.
Right. We'll be the keepers of the vault. We'll just stand there like freaking Buckingham Palace soldiers, just guarding the vault, taking turns, of course, going through the pictures. Yeah, to make sure. Why do these pictures have thumbprints all over them? And what's this? Anyway, so I don't know this guy's name. Oh, Billy in Deerfield. Thank you very much for the idea. I'm going to do some searching right now. But if you have any of those Patty Davis Reagan pictures, then by all means email them to an email address that Josh will give you at some point. Maybe at some point during the day we can do that. We do have a lot of contributors. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dan. Finally got Dan on the case contributing some pictures for the beaded curtain. That's Rugby Dan. He calls and talks about Hakas. All of a sudden, I'm Haka intensive all over again since the Boca Brian Open there. Nice delay on that whole Haka Open, Brian. Only about a year later, after we were all Maori intensive. But still, I haven't gotten my Taiyaha yet either. For those of you keeping score. So the new poll is going to be, what do you remember most about Ronald Reagan? And as soon as I get on the right thing, I can vote for my choice and see what I got. His hair, jelly beans, Iran-Contra scandal. I wrote more stuff than that on there, Eric. Jelly beans, Iran-Contra scandal. I'm sure I did. How about his acting? Let's put that on there. His acting. I guess I should just vote for something. All right, I'm voting for his hair. His acting, and that's I got a dose of it. You know, I had never actually watched a Ronald Reagan movie until last night, and then the wife insists that we watch King's Row for some unknown reason. I think the aliens did abduct her, and they took her away. Like, she's got the funeral on. Not the funeral, but I don't know what you call it. When the carcass showed up in Washington, and they pulled it on the wagon there, she's got all the TVs in the house put on so that she can catch the event when it happens.
What's she going to miss?
Welcome to my conversation. I'm like, why is this on? And I grabbed the remote and I said, wait, he hasn't shown up yet. Who are you and what have you done with my wife? Yeah. What are you talking about? Hasn't shown up yet. What are you going to see? The same flag-draped box that he may or may not be in that we've been seeing for the past 2 days. And my daughter, bless her heart, teen daughter. I love that girl. She walks into the dining area there, and the TV's on. She grabs the remote. She goes, "What is this crap?" and grabs the remote. Start changing the TV, and I'm like, I just hugged her. I hugged her hard. Oh, bless you, honey. I'm glad I have an ally in the house. 567-0560 is the number in Data and Broward. Please tell us how you remember Ronald Reagan. Pound 560 is the number to call for free on AT&T Wireless. 877-785-6345 is the toll-free everywhere else line. NeilRogers.com, the poll right now is, what will you remember the most about Ronald Reagan? Since I was inspired by the question, maybe we should put the guy's answer on there. They asked one of the guys in line that question, and he said, I'll remember him as America's cheerleader. So let's put that down there. America's cheerleader. He was America's cheerleader. Make it in a form that actually answers the question, you know what I mean? Just, we got a lot of ears on us and eyes on us, like with your spelling and everything. It's not supposed to count because we're on radio, but nevertheless, you didn't know when you signed up that you were going to have to know how to spell. At least, thank God, we don't have to do math. So I can just
then I'll be in real big trouble.
Boy. Thank God we don't have to do math. Join the Mad Dog today at 2 p.m. as he broadcasts live from the Hooters in Doral. Stop by for specials on, where is it?
Heineken.
Yeah. And register to win a dinner for two with a Marlins player. Ooh! You know anything about that?
No.
Do you know which? Is it a Marlins player that anyone has heard of? Is it a pre-destined Marlins player?
Probably not. But
it's just some...
they'll find you a nice bench player.
It could be the water boy, for all we know, right?
Right.
Look for the QAM van today from 5 to 7 at the Chevron gas station located at 5200 West Sample Road in Margate. Stop by and register for the Miller Lite Flyaway to see the Marlins and the Mets in New York. That's from 5 to 7 at 5200 West Sample Road, Chevron gas. And then, as if that's not enough, you can just go on tour, driving around getting the freebies. And the beerbies, apparently, it's just like a beer-intensive Friday. Join the QAM Cuties tonight from 8 to 10 at the Village Pump and Grill, just across from A1A on Commercial Boulevard. Stop by to enjoy some specials on Beck's Beer, win Marlins tickets, and other prizes. That's at the Village Pump and Grill at 8 o'clock tonight. What do we got? 13 votes on the poll right now. And, his acting? All right, we still don't have the other option on there. He was America's cheerleader. Oh, you got that on there?
Refresh.
Oh, I see how you... I see. Wait a minute here. There it is. 22 votes, 13, the Iran-Contra scandal. And we're not even done. See, I saved all the juicy stuff for the audience, and they're not... Do you see that phone ringing in there?
I do.
You do? I don't, see. Here we go again.
Okay, well, I got a full board in here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing. QAM, hello. I got nothing. I got to reset. Hello? Oh, and there's another thing. When I got no computer, I got no phone. Ain't that something? On a Friday.
That's fantastic.
Perfect.
I want to get anybody in here on a Friday.
This has happened before. You know what? This happened the exact same thing before on the first day, and it works every time, every day when it's Neil, and then I sit down here, and all of a sudden it doesn't work. We're going to have to do all kinds of resetting. So hopefully we got a nice long break, because we're going to have to roll up our sleeves and undo, and undo.
I'm rolling it right now.
Really? It's nice to share. 1026 on 560 QAM. What? Oh, you're not ready. Slacker! God, I hate this guy.
Goldie Show, the Goldie Show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Goldie Show. I'm going to change the face of sports radio, because now I'm the voice of the Panthers and an element of modern radio. Oh, boy. I got lots to do here, like talk to the same three callers about sports, and sports. I even got lots of hilarious comedy bits.
Coach Coker, I'm the Coker head.
Take that, Mo, you old cocker. I'm the star now with my own 2 solid hours of spots. You're washed up. Now you're the bum. You can't hit me no more. You can't hit me, Mo.
What do you think? I can't hear you? You're on the radio, you moron.
Oh, hi, Mo.
Hey, look, maybe I was a little out of line. The things I said hit you like that.
Yeah, you were. And I'm not gay.
Sure, I know. In all fairness, that big fat old guy they stuck me with kisses me like you used to do, but he's not you.
That's so sweet. You make me almost want to come back with you.
Geldy, yesterday my life was filled with joy. Geldy, and now I'm stuck with a guava-loving goy. You're my best sidekick and foil. I miss how you talk like a goyle. Geldy, a sport hold you. I miss you.
Oh no! That chance I'll come back. You're not even. No. I ain't worth getting snacks on the show that's sting. Sandwich and have a good time while you're waiting on the unemployment line.
Yeah, little man, call me a bum. I'll show you who's a bum. Are you upstart, you interloper?
28 till 11 on 560 QAM, so the engineer came in and left. Hey, Jim, how you doing? So so here's what we're supposed to do. When the computer boots back up, you're supposed to go get him and bring him back in here.
Okay.
It's booting. See, we can't take any calls until this happens.
Right.
We can't do the show until we take any calls. Until we can take calls. I mean, we could just sit here and talk to each other all day long. How you doing there, Josh?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Hey, I don't know what kind of brand of baggies you buy, but I have a product alert for you. Publix brand sandwich bags, Ziploc sandwich bags, don't buy those.
Okay.
You know that commercial where they have the two different kinds of Ziploc bags and like the bear?
Right.
You know,
one keeps the food fresher.
Right. Did they ever do that? Did they ever do a spoof of that where you have the hippie and then like the cop with a drug dog and he's got his stash in 2 bags? Now, which one of these bags do you want your stash to be in? And then you got the dog there. Have they ever done that?
No.
Or did I dream that? Did Saturday Night Live not do that sketch?
I haven't seen it.
Maybe
somebody will call.
If I didn't see
wait,
I had a dream. Yeah, we can't take any calls right here. And they can't. They don't. The engineers don't have the time to wait around for the computer to boot up. So we'll just wait.
Okay. Till 2.
So whatever. So I see the logon screen. Well, it's not a logon screen. It's just that Windows. Microsoft 98 though. 98. Hey. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with over here. It's a 386. Oh, look, the screen just changed. I see the hourglass now. So Publix brand sandwich bags, they just don't seal. Just don't play around with baggies. Get you the Ziploc brand green and blue and yellow makes green seal. Now see, the computer has booted back up, so you know what I have to do now?
What's that?
I have to move away from the mic and troubleshoot this now. I try to explain that to Jim. Nice guy, but I try to explain to him that I can't do this and talk at the same time. You're supposed to go get him at this point. But see, I need you here too. Miguel's there. He's not supposed to be there. No, that's all right. See? Oh, now he's coming back. Too late. There's nothing for you to do now, Jim. I already did it. See, that's why you needed to wait around. I know you didn't have time to do it. We had a chair for you.
I think it's because he walked in and that made everything work.
You got the Publix brand bags. They got, first of all, no color on the seal whatsoever. You press it. I thought, you know how you can misalign the Ziploc bag?
Absolutely.
And especially if you're baked. You misalign the Ziploc bag and you sit there pressing. You realize I don't have the train on the tracks, man.
Yeah.
That's why that one with the included zipper where you can zip it right across, that's where you go. I mean,
makes it easier.
Now don't weigh it that's a heavy bag. So you better compensate for the weight of that bag. You weigh the bag first, or else you weigh it on something else. Hold on, I have to press another key. You don't know which to press. Say something, Josh. Talk about your favorite baggie.
Something. Well, baggies are good.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about this here, Jim. I know what to do. I just can't do it while talking. I guess I can. Here it is. Now check this out. QAM, hello.
Hey, let's speak to George, man.
You are, man. You're on.
Where's George?
Right here. You're talking to me.
Hey, what's up, dude?
How you doing?
Hey, Dan, Phineas J.
Hey, Dan, how you I thanked you like 500 times on Memorial Monday.
Really?
More Music Monday.
Yeah, I didn't work that day, man, so obviously I didn't hear anything.
I played like 3-4 tracks from the discs that you sent me. Especially, I played a whole James block. Rick James snuck in the middle of it there because Josh wasn't back from the car in time. I had the disc in there, listening over and over again to that CD that you sent me.
But the new shiz?
Yes.
Yeah,
no, I know. Well, Snoop says we can't say that, but he ain't giving me any money, so I'm going to say what I want. Snoop.
Yeah, but I heard you like go shiz, man, shiz.
Right. Well,
new wave shiz.
Okay. I guess that's the word for the next 5 minutes.
SHIIIIIZ.
I want to thank you again for all the material that you've been sending and for turning me on to like Manic Street Preachers.
Yeah, that was good.
Things like that. Now, James, I'm all over James, but you actually had a James song on there that I wasn't aware of. So
yeah, see, I hide things, man. I don't like to get everybody involved in what's really good.
And I paid you back. I said Phineas J. Whoopi like 500 times.
I know. What the hell is that?
Yeah, well, it's a local band, and you know I talk about the local bands.
Oh, you gotta wait till you hear the new CD. It's gonna blow your skull, man.
Okay.
Well, I hope it is.
I'm already blowing it.
No, well, that was last night, man. Went saw the samples. You know the samples? Remember the samples?
Yeah.
Yeah, they played the Colts Room last night. It was a great show.
See, I didn't know about that. I'm out of the loop.
So am I, and I'm in a band.
Well, I'm married. That's my excuse. It's like, what's the point? I can't go anywhere.
I'm borderline, man. I got 6 months to get out of it.
To get out of what?
Getting married.
Dude. Oh, man. Listen, if I could kidnap you and lock you at a swamp shack somewhere, I would. If I knew where to find you.
That's the worst thing, man. You're like, January.
Do it.
Exactly.
Hey, Miguel, I tried to talk Miguel out of it, and he didn't listen. Swing the microphone over to Miguel so that Miguel can tell you don't do it.
Don't do it. Thank you. Like, my dad told me not to do it. Trust me.
Think of all the things that you like, all right? When you don't want to indulge in any of them anymore, get married. Think all the things that make you happy in your life. When you're tired of all of them, get married.
Well, they really don't include her. No, she's great. I love her to death. But
yeah, you've already had sex with her, though, right?
Huh?
You've already had sex with her, though, right?
No. I thought we were going to have children without having sex.
No, but you've already bagged her. This fiance, you've
I
done
have no idea what you're talking about right now. I think this is I really don't understand. It's just something that I don't. My mom told me not until you're married.
Carnal, you've already been there, done that. Time to move on.
I know. Being the atheist that I am, maybe I wasn't.
Okay, I don't know. It's just it ain't worth it, man. Your freedom ain't worth it. You can still have kids. Trust me. They preg her right up without getting married.
I don't need kids.
I'll tell you all about that.
That's all I need. Right. I play with her for 20 minutes. Good. Done. Hey, you need to have one. No, I got yours. In 20 minutes, I'm out of here, man.
There you go.
And my brother married a Cuban.
How do you do that? How does that happen? I'm Cuban. Miguel's Cuban. We wouldn't go near a Cuban woman if you paid us.
No. My niece is Cuban.
Whee!
She's got the little pin on her shoulder with the little beads that keeps the evil spirits away.
and vampires.
Yeah, and I'm looking at my brother like...
and werewolves.
That's very safe for a 3-month-old to have sharp objects on her shoulder.
I don't know how you do it. I don't know how the Cubans date the Cubans.
They came over on the boat lift.
Yeah?
Did you?
I know a few of them. Me? No. I got to fly.
No, they did. They
all right. Anyway, Dan, thanks again for all of the material.
Hey, thanks for all the promoting Phineas K. Whoopi from Hell, man.
You know it. Keep us up to date. I'll keep pouring the show for you.
We're still kicking and flying, man. The new CD will be out this summer, and not that anybody cares, but it's going to be the best CD we've ever done.
We care. We pretend to care.
Yeah, well, that's the best we can do.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
All right, George.
Don't get married.
Peace.
QAM, hello.
Stop, Paul.
QAM, hello. Hello, yeah. It's you, man. Don't be scared.
Hey, this is Billy from Deerfield. How's it going?
Hey, Billy, thanks for the fact. We can't read it.
Oh, I
wrote it with a big fat Sharpie. A not so Sharpie.
Where can I send this to? I got a zip about 6
I'll put it on hold. Josh will give you my personal private email that I actually check.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, take it easy. You got Patty? You got Patty Davis?
Yeah, I got about 6 photos to send you. You got unzipping file? It's in a zip file, so you got.
Yeah, whatever. We got it.
No problem.
At least because this is the computer that Neil bought, so at least we're technically up to date as far as that goes. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
How you doing?
Listen, I like my girlfriend a lot, but I don't want to get married to her.
Don't get married.
I feel like if I don't get married, she's gonna get pissed and leave me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she might. Don't worry about it. Let her.
No, but see, she's a good girl.
There's more. Yeah, that's fine.
But
she won't be. Let me tell you something. If you do marry her, she won't be a good girl.
So and one thing yesterday I was sleeping with her, or whatever. She's like snoring.
Yeah.
And
hey, here's a hint about that. It gets worse later.
Oh man, just imagine afterwards though. She probably sound like after they act and stuff, she'd probably be snoring even harder. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? When they get it didn't happen to the wife, but it happens to a lot of women when they get pregnant. Did it happen to your woman, Miguel? They get roids.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but
don't do it.
I heard. But she wants to, and I'm only 23.
Of course she wants to. And you know what you like? Because you say that she's nice and everything like that right now. That's only because she's trying to get you to marry her.
Right. She's already said that she ran a pimp game on me.
Exactly. And as soon as you're all locked in, then she'll peel off her face and show you her true colors.
Oh man.
I'm telling you.
So, but most chicks, they might not tell you up front, but the reason why they want to get married, they can get half
They really
stuff.
do. They really do. The wife is like, I don't want to get married. I don't care. It was a lie.
So, like for example, so no guy should ever get married, or how would you know?
No guy should ever get married, man.
Or just stay single and
just stay single and just do it. Just do it. The kids will happen. You can't stop the kids from happening. Matter of fact, the women will have kids that try to trap you. Don't let it happen. Throw them some money, take the kid out. Be a part of their life, but don't get married.
What do you tell the kids so they can make sure so they understand exactly? You don't.
I didn't want to be trapped by no hoe.
Hey, George, you know, and as many crank callers as you get, as much time as I crank call, you know, I gotta.
You're one of those?
Yeah, I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you that, you know, I can't wait till you follow new.
Yeah.
All right, see you later.
All right. Why do they torpedo me like that? Stop making crank calls. Grow up, or better yet, get married. 18 till 11 on 560 QAM.
Republican, accountable for nothing, impervious to any wrongdoing. I am golden. Democrats disgust me. Liberals are filthy vermin who are bred like rats. I am Republican. I am against hate. I hate hate. Unless, of course, it's my own. I am Republican, and I am not a racist. Neither are my friends at the country club. I am a Republican. Sex is for humans. I am a Republican. I am against civil rights and abortion. I have a license plate to prove it. I am a Republican. A bad economy is a good thing. I am a Republican. I support an unprovoked war against Iraq, not only because I'm ordered to do so, but I believe exploiting the deaths of 3,000 Americans is good for business. I am a Republican. I am proud to have ex-cons running my government. I know they will never come for me, for I have nothing to hide. I am a Republican. I enjoy listening to Rush Limbaugh with my dog's balls in my mouth. I am a Republican. I wish Hitler were still alive so I could eat the corn out of his doo-doo. I am a Republican, and you will know me. That will be me in the leather head cover, being led around the fetish club naked by a leash. Oh, God, I love that. Lying there in a pile of discarded tampons in the ladies' room. Oh, yes. Put words on my belly with your lipstick. Yes.
Nothing over yet? Started dumping.
I am a Republican. Make me your slave.
And I ran out of time. All right, I finally got the zip file unzipped with the Patty Davis pictures on there. Most of these are vidcaps from the... thank you. What was that guy's name? Because I gave you the fax. Thank you, guy on the fax there. Billy?
Yeah, Billy.
Billy, thank you, Billy. Is this all you got? I'm sorry, some of these are vidcaps from that... I guess she did a video, too, right? When they do a photo shoot, sometimes they do one of these Playboy TV videos, and some of these are obviously really grainy vidcaps there. And not that we're nitpicky, but we do have some standards for the beaded curtain. I mean, yeah. See, these pictures, just so you know, and like we got some contributors, and there's a couple sites that you can go to, and there are a lot of grainy vidcaps of a lot of people, but we're trying to go for some good quality, a nice big picture, lots of pixels. Clear focus, that kind of a thing. Now, we do have this one. I guess I can send this over to Eric. Hopefully somebody will kill some time with a call. Hey, hello, QAM.
Full building.
Yeah, I know. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, how are you?
All right, bud. Listen, I'm going through a divorce. I married a girl from Colombia, and she's got a son.
Okay.
Okay, we wanted to, in the beginning, we wanted to put all the monies together and blah, blah, blah. Well, as soon as we got married, that changed.
Yeah?
Yes. Right. As soon as we got married, oh, no, that money's for my son's future.
Of course it is.
So we went back and forth, back and forth. I said, okay, fine, put it towards your son's future. What does she do? She goes ahead, she wants to start a business. So she uses that money that was supposed to be for her son's future to start a business. Well, the business is losing a lot of money. So now she wants me to put my money in her losing operation.
Yeah, your story is typical. There's nothing unusual about it. It's all a common theme, and that is that they're predators and we're the prey. We're these money-making things that they're going to capture and attach a yoke to us so that we can pull them along.
You know, her girlfriend... Well, she said, my girlfriend's...
By the way, in case... Let me do the disclaimer now before we get another call from other people, from other talk show hosts. We are speaking in general terms about leechy women, not women who are career women who out there who are pulling their own weight and working. We're not talking about them. Thank you.
Exactly. Okay, so anyway, she goes ahead and tells me the reason why her friends are successful is because their boyfriends, and ones that have boyfriends or the ones that are married, their husbands give them money.
Yeah,
okay?
well, yeah, of course she's going to say that.
Right. So now we're going through a divorce situation, and I found out through digging that she lent another couple $5,000.
Yeah. Nothing that you're saying is surprising to me. I mean, you started out by saying that she was a woman.
Isn't this unbelievable? But I'm selfish now. I'm the selfish guy.
Selfish. They invented the word selfish to describe women. Keep your money, and see, that's what it's all about. See, whatever kind of a guy you are, because see, the women will call up, we have like 3 female listeners, and maybe one of them will call up and say, you guys are a bunch of bastards. They're going to say something like that. But, all right, let's say that you're a bastard. Let's say I'm a bastard. You know what? It's this bastard's money. You work hard for your money. Whether or not you're a bastard, you work hard for money, and if you didn't have a woman in your life, you'd have all that money for just your own bastard ass.
Right. And she's gone to Colombia 3 times last year and Italy 3 times last year, and she says, I'm just spending my half of the money.
Yeah, of course, her half, right.
Yeah, her half of the money from the wedding.
I know all about it. You're not an exception, sir. You're the rule.
Thank you.
And thank you very much. Thank you for I wouldn't have left him on that long, but I was doing computer operation there. Did you notice?
I did.
Was it noted? Well, I mean, you could see me doing it. But
did you get it all done there?
I think so. Hey, Eric, my apologies. I think I emailed you the picture of Patty Davis twice, just because I didn't think. I was a little distracted. I don't know if I actually pulled it off the first time, so I sent it twice. The one picture that's there, the decent one. All right. So we'll have 2 bonus pictures on the beaded curtain. We got Chucha, for all the right reasons. Chucha showing us her body. Well, there was something that rhymes with Chucha, and I used to be able to say it once upon a time, but I don't even know if we can say that anymore. Chucha showing us her coocha. Anyway, and so we got Patty Davis, and we have a bonus Britney picture on there. It's a new one, new to me. I mean, I'm pretty up to date on what pictures of Britney are out there, especially all this extensive research that I've been doing for the beaded curtain lately. We're just waiting for that, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
We're just like poised like gargoyles looking over the edge, waiting,
foaming at the mouth,
waiting for that nipple shot of Britney. And this is about as close as I've seen to date. QAM, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, by the way, we added ketchup as a vegetable to the what you remember the most about Ronald Reagan poll on NeilRogers.com. Go ahead, sir.
Hi, it's me.
It's you.
Holy cow. Hey, have you seen the picture of Ashcroft in pornography?
Are you kidding? We have it on the beaded curtain, sir. Somebody emailed it to us.
I'm so sorry, bro.
And somebody faxed it. Somebody faxed it all grainy and nasty to us, and they probably took it off our own site.
That's gross.
Yeah.
That's it, George.
All right, thank you very much. The picture isn't gross. It's art, and it's behind the beaded curtain along with all this other stuff that we're putting on there right now. Oh, we got a complaint fax. I don't know if Eric's able to hear the show or not. We actually got a complaint shot about a complaint fax about the shot that we have of Carrie's daughter on there saying, what did she ever do to us? The fax actually says, what did Horseface ever do to you? Nothing. And I do what? There we go. I do appreciate that she wears see-through dresses, especially when you have a face like that. You really should
wear
a see-through dress or a hat that's on fire or anything to distract you from the schnoz there. So I think, out of respect to the fact that she never did anything to us, we can move her off of the front and into the feature archives or something like that, just to keep things fresh.
Okay.
How's that?
That works.
I mean, I'm just saying that out loud. I have no idea if Eric can hear us or not. QAM, hello. Oh, sorry. QAM, hello.
Paul Building.
Yeah, I know. QAM, hello.
Hey, I'm on, huh?
You are on.
How you doing, George?
Just fine.
Let's see. Where did I stop? Oh, for the poll.
Yeah.
Well. Get it? Well.
Okay.
Okay, and let's see. Suggestions for future polls.
Please. Oh, God, please.
No or yes?
Yes. Oh, help us.
Oh, you know what? Maybe that was done on another show. Maybe I'll...
If it was on another show, I don't even want to hear about it.
Okay, I'm out.
Thank you very much. QAM, hello. QAM, hello. It's you. Come on. Out with it. Brilliant. Jim Mandich at Hooters in the Pines today. He'll have some specials on Heineken. What's this 4 to 6:35 TBD? Have we D'd it yet?
No.
Have we D'd the TB?
Maybe someone will come in and tell us.
4 to 6:35. Now, if I was Neil, and I'm not, I'd spend a good 5 minutes screeching about the fact that there's a glaring omission on the schedule. But of course, I don't really care. I'm sorry. Does that sound bad? I shouldn't say that. Makes no difference to me. Equal chances of me listening, right? Matter of fact, the fact that it says TBD means there's actually a chance that I might listen just to find out what the D is. QAM, hello.
Hey, George, how about a poll for the worst things about getting married?
Dude, we'll do that next week. How's that?
Thank you.
And that's spoken like a real married man. What do we got? What's the D?
Okay, Eddie K is going to be doing the show.
Eddie K, okay.
And Curtis is going to fill in for Eddie K.
I see. So that's why Jika is on in the 10 to 2 spot tonight, is because Eddie K is going to be filling in for 4 to 6. And Curtis is in for the Mad Dog?
No, Curtis is in for Eddie K. He just said...
Oh.
Curtis will be in for Eddie K, who will
be in for
6:35.
I couldn't even just said that Curtis is in for Hank. Hank's normally on 4 to 6.
Right, that's where Eddie K will be.
Oh, I see. I'm confused.
And then Curtis will be filling in for Eddie K.
Oh, so it's not Tom Jacob.
That's right. He gave supposedly he gave a revised schedule. You obviously didn't get that.
Wow. All right, so from the top. Jim Bandage, 2 to 4, right? From Hooters and the Pines. He'll have some
Heineken
specials. Then we have Curtis from 4 to 6:35, right? No, Eddie K.
Wait.
Damn it. We have Eddie K from 4 to 6:30, and then Curtis in at 10 o'clock, and then, oh man, we have one of these split schedule things again. Stop distracting my producer while we're on the air here, Jim.
Hooters in Doral.
Huh?
Hooters in Doral.
Hooters in Doral.
You have the right schedule?
Maybe not. No, I don't. Apparently not. No wonder we're all confused. So we'll take a break and regroup.
Good
Now
call.
that everybody's confused. Hopefully, everybody's as confused as I am. 3 till 11 on 560 QAM.
Sports Tag Radio WQAM. Another bit.
On the neocon, the House of Bush and his criminal idiots. He took the vocal rummy and Wolfowitz stats on the commando yid with all the hubris and hegemony. There goes another Pentagon crony pony. Ahmad Gaddafi has gone away, no longer working for the CIA, and Bush is looking for anyone else that he can play. The occupation is going bad, like Dixon Bush is saying that he has a plan, but he's losing his grip on the power grab, with the killing, rape, and torture going on in Iraq, and his bank robbing buddies selling secrets to Iran. Made good money, 340 grand a month. Another negative story for the corporate media to hush. Who's the neocons think they're kidding? That's a reach to blame this on Clinton. Ahmad Gaddafi has gone away, no longer working for the CIA, and Bush is looking for anyone else that he can play. Looking for anyone else that he can play. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Now, you said it's the worst idea for Eliminate ever, Josh, but worse than the gay Eliminate?
Gay. No.
All right. See, I knew I'd get you to take that back. Eliminate. Fabulous over 50 on Eliminate today.
It's not getting good ratings right here.
Why don't they check with us? Why don't they run these ideas past us, like Eisner says, before they... With all due respect. Now, she's not bad for 50, but still, it's all... We're looking for visual appeal. I guarantee you the people over 50 don't want to see people over 50.
I agree to
on
that.
TV. Trust me. I know. It's knocking on the door.
You know, we're sitting here with no volume. You know, we're just trying to look.
We can't find anything. Try to find a station that isn't showing, the box.
Yeah.
The flag draped box. He's still dead, by the way. Oh, and everything's closed today. No market. We're supposed to be in mourning. With all due apologies to the dead, and I don't know why you have to apologize to the dead. They're dead. I don't mourn the loss of evil people, and I define evil very simply. If you value money over human life, you're evil. All right? If your actions cause people to die so that you can fill your already overstuffed pockets with just a few more dollars.
Every little bit.
I mean, like, think of the percentages of it, because like $100, if I gave you $100, that would just increase your daily income by 200%,
Mm-hmm.
But if you give a rich person $100, that's not even 1/10 of 1% of what they're going to be making that day. And they're increasing their own personal fortune by a very minuscule percentage. And what the result of that activity is that people are dying, babies are dying by the thousands. All right? So you're evil. And when evil people die, I don't get all weepy and mourning. By the way, I did tell Josh to add a positive thing to the poll, even though it's not really the way that it happened. A lot of people credit Ronald Reagan for winning the Cold War, so I had Josh add to the poll, winning the Cold War. For those of you, and if you do have some positive memories about Ronald Reagan besides winning the Cold War, I put America's cheerleader on there. That was, I guess that's kind of positive. It's just kind of neutral. It's just a matter of fact and true. Then you can go ahead and vote for that. We'll put all the positive takes on Ronnie Reagan on there if you want. Here, let me read the correct schedule now that I have the right date on there. You expect me to read the right date? You expect me to check for dates? You have no idea the chaos this morning. I was trying to pick a lock. I was over there on the other end of the building. I was talking to Todd Dreck this morning, and then Angie comes in and distracts me. How do you expect me to do a show with Angie right there? Getting me all sweaty and all uncomfortable. Look at that, and she's got something for me, too. Sabah, come bring it on in here. You can bring it on in here, honey. Sweetie pie, sugar britches. Oh, don't just leave it there. You got to come over here and give me a nuzzle. Here it comes. I'm getting my nuzzle. Get my nuzzle from Angie. Make it loud so that people can hear it. Make it loud. Oh. Excellent. Here's the right schedule. 2 to 4, Jim Manich at Hooters in Doral. At 4 o'clock, we have Eddie K. 6:30, Marlins on deck. At 7:05, Marlins and the Tigers. At 10 o'clock, we have Curtis Stevenson, and then transmitter maintenance. QAM, hello.
Jorge, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All right, man. I got a couple of things here for you. I don't know if you remember, but wasn't Ronald Reagan one of the presidents to admitting that he saw a UFO?
I don't know. I think I heard that story, but, I smoke a lot, so I forget a lot of things like Reagan. I don't have Alzheimer's. I have another kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe if somebody can verify that, then we'll put that on there, too.
Like, 'cause I like watching the Sci-Fi Channel, and they have them UFOs,
Yeah,
so
they're all fake. I mean,
had a clip of Ronald Reagan actually admitting to seeing a UFO.
I'd say if that's true, it's the least of his problems.
All right. Another thing, there's a movie coming out that makes fun out of born-again Christians. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Saved. I've been seeing the previews for it. It's supposed to be a very good movie.
I've heard too, so I just wanted to let you know about that. And one last thing, the Da Vinci Code, is that what is that? Is that right?
It's a novel. It's fiction, but it's another one. It's one of these hypothetical what if kind of stories.
Okay.
That's the premise of it. It's like, in other words, what if blah 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 blah, and it's got the Christians all freaked out. So for that reason, read it. But then again, remember that it's fiction, so I'm not going to read it. I'm going to wait for the movie, and there will be a movie.
Okay, cool. Now, so the thing is, I'm trying to find a book that debunks the Bible.
Ken's Guide to the Bible.
I'm sorry?
Ken's Guide to the Bible.
Ken's Guide to the Bible. All
right.
Cool.
It's short. It's quick. It's got little pictures to help you reference things very quickly.
You know what? Actually, I remember a born-again Christian told me that there was another book that came out to debunk his book. You understand?
There are many. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the book that came out to debunk Ken's Guide to the Bible is called the Bible. I mean, if you have the time, just pick up the Bible and read it, and you'll find hokum in there that you didn't even know about.
Yeah, that's it. I just got a couple of friends that keep, born-again Christians that keep...
Right.
And I just want to have some information so I can throw it at their face.
Read the Bible. Get you a King James version of the Bible and start reading it, or go to Bible.com.
All right, cool, man.
You can look up stuff right there. Like if you want to look up marriage, like someone already did and sent me a fax, here's all the Bible slugs about marriage.
Cool.
All right?
All right, Joe. Thanks a lot.
Take it easy. For example, marriage shall consist of a union between one man and one or more women. Marriage shall not, and it's got the chapter and verse here if you want. You don't have to take my word for it. How about this? Just go to Bible.com or get your Bible and look these up yourself. Genesis 29 and 2 Samuel chapter 3. Marriage shall not impede a man's right to take concubines in addition to his wife or wives. A marriage shall be considered valid only if the wife is a virgin, and if the wife is not a virgin, she shall be executed. Marriage of a believer and a non-believer shall be forbidden. Since marriage is for life, no government or law shall be able to permit divorce. If a married man dies without children, his brother shall marry the widow. If he refuses to marry his brother's widow or deliberately does not give her children, he shall pay a fine of 1 shoe or be otherwise punished in a manner determined by law. For those of you Bible thumpers, Bible believers out there. And I'm not supposed to be talking about the Bible as much as I was because Miguel says he don't like it and other people don't like it either. So I'm going to try to, back burner that. Keep that on the back burner. Although I do have a phrase of the week that I'll lay out maybe on Monday. So we're up to 3. For a really easy Bible study, we're just teaching one verse at a time to arm the non-believers with the Bible so that they can combat the believer with the only thing that the believers actually acknowledge, which is the Bible, you see. You can't bring science into the discussion. You can't bring logic into the discussion. They don't believe in any of those things. They only believe in the Bible, so therefore you have to fight them with the Bible. And that's the only thing that you just show it to them. That's why I suggest carrying one around. And just, here you go. Here it is. Oh, the Bible doesn't say that. That's when you hit them with it. You just pick it up, open it to the right page, and go, here it is, read it, read it, read it! QAM, hello.
Yeah, hi, George. Let me lower my radio.
All right.
Thank you.
Ketchup is a vegetable.
Hey.
Huh?
Oh, hi. Yeah, Ronald Reagan, there's 2 things you're leaving out. He created Saddam Hussein by giving him biological weapons, and he funded Osama, our great adversary.
Do you want to lump those into one? How about funding evildoers?
That's a good one.
Okay.
And one last thing. He also ignored AIDS.
Ignoring AIDS. All right. I said we weren't going to take more than one, but that's fine.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. We got a good list going over here. Let's see how it's going so far. We got 209 votes. Let me refresh it as a matter of fact, because this thing, I got so many windows open. It's not funny. Especially like Patty Davis. And my apologies to Eric. It just kind of snowballed. The Britney pick came in this morning. I thought I couldn't hold on to that. The Britney pick, did you get it?
I got it.
It's just a good picture.
It's fine.
It's fine. I wasn't going to hold on to that for the weekend. We wanted that on right now. I had already picked out Chucha as a fantasy. As a beaded curtain girl. And then, of course, because she's in the news and I just saw her on there standing by the box, Patty Davis, so we want to see Patty Davis naked. She had a lot of really scathing things to say about Daddy. In case you missed that.
I did.
Right around those times. She wrote a book. Dysfunctional, a loveless family, everything you see is a lie, all of these things. One moment.
That's not all of these things.
What I meant to say. 215 votes on the poll on NeilRogers.com. What will you remember most about Ronald Reagan? The Iran-Contra scandal, 93. Wow. He was America's cheerleader, 28. His hair, 23. That's what I voted, just to vote something. Jelly beans, 20. Ketchup as a vegetable, 15. Whale, 13. Tax cuts for the rich, 8. Tied with winning the Cold War, 8. And his acting, 7, which I got a slice of last night. Watched King's Row instead of the MTV Music Awards. Curse you, wife. How could you make me miss the MTV Awards for a Ronnie Reagan movie?
You missed a little Michael Moore promo also?
See, that's the end of the story. Not only does she have funeral coverage on all the 100 TVs on in the house, at every angle, and I'm wondering, what? Them screeching, who are you? What are you doing? But now she's, King's Row is on. I want to watch that. She saw it a long time ago. So that's a constant source of conflict in our house, is that she likes these old black and white movies. It wasn't a bad movie, but it was just one of these ongoing tragedy movies. Like, how much tragedy can we fit into, an hour and a half or 2 hours?
Like the black and white movies. Forgive me for saying this, but like, even if it's a good movie, for some reason, if it's black and white, I don't give it the time of day.
Yeah, exactly.
I just can't.
There's a real short list of black and white movies I don't hate, and that The Day the Earth Stood Still, for example. I'm talking about black and white movies from the black and white days, those 40s and 50s movies where everybody wore a hat and a suit, and the women wore those ugly, stupid hats, and they walked really fast. I hate those things. I'm not going to put this on the poll because it's not about Reagan so much. Somebody faxed over Frank Sinatra boinking Nancy, his wife, in the White House. We don't really know if that happened. That's a popular rumor, but nevertheless, that's about Nancy. Not him. When we do the poll about Nancy, we'll do the dresses and the psychics and just say no, which, boy, I'm going to say some things about that later. The Genesis video, Land of Confusion, yes, is right on. But we're not going to add any of that to the poll. But please go and vote. It's 11:13 on 560 WQAM.
Smart? Not like everybody said. Like dumb, but smart. And I want respect.
You know, it's funny. Oh, it's 18 past 11 on QAM. Thank you, Rick. We already added your tax cuts for the rich on the poll. I just forgot to give you credit for it. It's funny how you can agree, even though you disagree on things like the wife hates the Bush twins, and I like them. It's not their fault. You know, they have yet to do any evil. Yet. They're just the beneficiaries of evil deeds that...
Yeah, you can't be blamed
for
the people in your family. That's
right, it's like, all right, evil people have children. That doesn't mean that you have to hate them right away. Wait for them to do something bad, like Saddam's sons, all right? They grew up and grew up bad, and then they went around torturing people, so then when they got all blown away, I didn't give a flying crap. You know, they were bad people.
Right.
And they were bad kids. I mean, it's not their fault that Saddam was their dad, but they didn't have to be bad because of it. And just because the Bush girls are drunk and falling down drunks, that doesn't make me hate them. As a matter of fact, I like them. You know, the wife hates them probably because I like them, especially like Barbara Jr., the girl. And Jenna, I think Jenna's got potential. Jenna's the stupid one, you know, like what Barbara went to Yale and Jenna went to Texas upstairs, you know, Kmart College, something real like.
Wherever she could get
drunk. You know, like the spam email that you get, you know, one of those diploma mills or something like that. Some real, yeah, like community college or something. And even then, it's like Dad. Barbara inherited Dad's IQ, apparently. But still, I think with a little treadmill work, you know,
there's potential.
Little work. There's potential there. She doesn't have an ugly face. That's why I like that bit. But so the wife hates them, and I like them. And she says something the other day. She goes, you know, I can't wait until, you know, the sex video, some really down and dirty, them on all fours sex video comes out. And I said, me too. We're thinking alike, right? Yeah, even though for totally different reasons. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, how are you?
Carlos from Hialeah.
Yeah, sure it is.
George, you're going to have studs on today.
No, not today. Fake voice. QAM, hello.
Please.
Yeah, QAM, hello.
Poll building.
QAM, hello.
George.
Caller.
I don't know if it's poll worthy or not, if anybody's already brought this up.
We'll talk about it for an hour to decide if it is. How's that?
Okay, well, one of my favorite Reagan moments was when Ed Asner was criticizing the Reagan administration, and then Reagan was told about it, and he said, well, what does an actor know about politics anyway?
Oh, that's good. It's not poll-worthy. I mean, how the hell would we write that?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, it was just a favorite Reagan moment.
No, it's a good moment. I'm glad you shared that moment. I forgot all about that, just like he did. He forgot a lot, and so did I, for different reasons.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. I think, you know, the Iran-Contra, like 106 is how many votes that has. And then in second place is 30 for he was America's cheerleader. Because we all remember that Iran-Contra because it was incredibly embarrassing. And sure, maybe he was actually being honest when he said he didn't remember, but that doesn't make it any more excusable. Like, that's a good excuse. You did a lot of evil things, remember? No. That doesn't get you off the hook. Does it? It's like the Memento guy. Did you finally ever... You saw Memento, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, it's like, all right, he did bad things. Just because he doesn't remember doing them doesn't make them any less bad.
Well, you're in the clear.
Or doesn't make him any less bad of a guy. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
Yeah, I just tuned into your show. I was wondering, are you going to talk religion today? I like when you discuss religion.
Listen, I'm going to hit it really, really tenderly over the next week because I've been getting complaints that I'm on it too much, so I got to lay off, all right?
No, I love when you talk. You open my eyes, buddy.
Well, thank you very much. I'm just going to be hitting little snippets, all right? It's just going to be out there, all right?
Okay, George.
Because I don't want... Miguel was right. Like, we did this appearance down at the Chevy, Dadeland Chevy. He dogged me for 2 hours. It was hot. We were both cranky. And he's like, that Bible talk is boring. It's predictable, and he's right. He made a good point. Anytime that you do a show and people know what you're going to talk about, that's a mistake. Like if they know you're going to talk about sports, so they know not to tune in.
Right.
That's just for example, not based on anything at all. I'm just throwing that out there. You know, so if they know what it is that's going to be going on that show on that particular day, there's no excuse for them to check in with it, to use a cliche. QAM, hello.
George.
Caller.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Good. Hey, I love when you sit in for Neil, man. I think you're great.
I don't, but go ahead.
Hey, listen, you know, for the younger generation, who is probably pretty inept when it comes to social issues, one of the main things that they're going to remember is the assassination attempt.
The assassination attempt. How could we forget? That was such a soap opera revolving around that.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a great way to kick off his 8 years, you know?
Hey, do you like me now?
Yeah, I love it.
That's a way to go, girl.
Yeah, and who would have ever thought the Bush-Hinckley connection, right?
Right. I don't... yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, George.
Thank you very much.
All right, buenas tardes.
This poll is actually panning out, even though poll building is boring, and I can't agree more. But nevertheless, it's the corner we paint ourselves into. Neil has tried for years, and I sat there where Josh is sitting now watching him. And this was when, before the out-of-town studio, watching him desperately. He'll bring up all these great things to talk about, dumping a lot of crap on the table here. Pick from any one of them. Just have a conversation. Can't do it. But ask a question. Ask a stupid question. And you can't buy an open line with people crowding in, trying to, coming up with their stupid answers to your stupid question. It's a bizarre thing. It's like a crowd logic. They have classes, college courses, right?
Yeah.
Crowd control, crowd logic, the crowd mentality. And there's a whole psychology that's totally different from individual psychology when you're dealing with a crowd like a radio audience, and I don't understand it. And once they get going in one direction, like one of those articles that Neil was reading about like nationalism, which happened in Germany, by the way, nationalism, all that, which is like fascism. It's really hard to steer a herd once it gets stampeding into a direction. And that's this crowd. I don't get it. How about just talk? Can we talk? Have a No. All right. How about if I ask you a stupid question? QAM, hello.
Hi, George. How are you?
Hey, caller. How are you?
Great. How about for Reagan being the world's worst father? I mean, he estranged his kids. He didn't.
Now, yeah, well, okay, yeah, he was a bad father, but there's no question that he was the world's worst. He wasn't the world's worst father. My dad was. All right.
Okay.
Or possibly my wife's dad. I'm not sure. Hey, how you doing, Henry? You deadbeat. I'm just so sick of deadbeat dads anymore.
Yeah.
He's in town. See, my dad can't hear the show unless he's listening on the internet. Hey, Jose, deadbeat. Thanks for killing my brother.
How did you get out of your childhood, George? I don't understand that.
How did I get out?
I mean, with your mother and your father, it's just
the siblings. The siblings, we had each other.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. Right there. My sister gets all the credit, if anyone will.
That's terrific.
She's 10 years older than me. She took care of us. So there you are.
There you go. Okay.
And then on a lighter note, and also she happened to marry a really, really cool guy, my brother-in-law. And they're both born-again Christian, and, that's all fine because they're the right kind of born-again Christian, as in the mind-your-own-business born-again Christian.
They don't judge people.
They're busy getting themselves into heaven. They don't have time to worry about you and getting you into heaven.
If only they were all like that.
Amen, brother. Judge not. See, it's not your business to judge. It's not your business to worry about the state of my soul. Worry about your own.
Well, don't tell them that.
Yeah, right.
They think that's their...
Them. They only know one way to be, and that's good and positive. You're hungry, here's some food. That's it. Just straight up like that. Now, they would be eaten alive in a town like this, so it's a good thing that they don't live here. But my brother-in-law, he was the surrogate father that took me into his house, paid for food, bought me the Letterman's jacket, my track shoes, everything. Just way above and beyond the call of duty. And I was a pain in the ass. There's no question. In retrospect, I told him so. So, what? You got to tell him that. I told him that. Over and over again. Sorry for being a pain in the ass. I was a basket case, and he understood why. He met my mom. He hated her. It was the only person that he allowed himself to hate was my mom. Because she's evil. Evil is evil. I'm tired of, tap dancing around that word and tiptoeing around that word. Evil is evil. Ma, evil. Ronald Reagan, evil. G.W. Bush, eviler than Satan. Oh, I'm sorry. Sounding like one of those ragheads there for a second. 11:27 on 560 WQAM.
I need some hand clapping. You don't need to use a condom. You don't need to take a damn. You don't need to say I love you or here's $50, man. You don't need to string for dinner or wear all that sexy stuff. All you need is a set of fingers and a wanker or a muff. Cause everybody's doing it all across the land. Masturbators of America, give yourselves a hand. Natural and organic. It's easy and it's fun. You don't know how to do it, ask your parents how it's done. You don't need a special license. You don't need a special skill. Just unzip and slip your grip between your hips and get a thrill. Cause everybody's doing it, and boy, it does feel grand. Ask the faders of America, give yourselves a hand. You can do it in the bathroom, you can do it in your bed, you can do it at a concert while you watch the Grateful Dead. You can rub it with some lotion, you can stroke it with a thought. Arnold Schwarzenegger pounds it, Michael Jackson jacks it off. Your attitude will soften, your horizons will expand. Masturbators of America, give yourselves a hand.
29 till 12, 560 QAM. Should I read some of these liners? It's like a book. Join the Mad Dog at 2 today as he broadcasts live from Hooters and Durrell. Stop by for specials on Heineken. And register to win a dinner for two with a Marlins player. Just luck of the draw, one of those Marlins players. Look for the QAM van today from 5 to 7 at the Chevron gas station, 5200 West Sample Road in Margate. Stop by and register for the Miller Lite Flyaway to see the Marlins and the Mets in New York. That's from 5 to 7 at 5200 West Sample Road, Chevron. Then the QAM Cuties will be at the Village Pump and Grill tonight at 8 o'clock. That's just across A1A on Commercial Boulevard. Stop by to enjoy specials on Beck's Beer, win Marlins tickets, and other prizes. That's at the Village Pump and Grill, 8 o'clock tonight. QAM, hello. Okay. Here's some faxes, and we got some of these on the poll already. Thank you. Napping through the... Hey, look, this came from University Dodge, where I take my car if I want it fixed correctly. And if I don't, then I take it to some auto place in Hollywood on Dixie Highway in Garfield. Napping through meetings, we already added it on there. Visiting the dead Nazis, we put that on there. And SDI, the Star Wars Defense... the Star Wars Defense Initiative is how they wrote on it. Strategic Defense Initiative. Love it. AKA Star Wars, and we put that on there. Thank you. Those are all very good choices. See, I thought those in my head, in this crazy head of mine this morning as the poll idea came to me, but I wanted to give them an opportunity. I put like 3, 4 on there for starters. So that's good, but man, nothing's going to beat Iran-Contra scandal. And nobody understands what... I had to explain it to Miguel, because no memory of that.
You know, we've actually had good options called in, too, today. That usually doesn't happen.
Wild and exciting. There are a lot of things to remember about Ronald Reagan. And let me say it again for people like Robert Grieper and all of these people that believe that this is a good thing that we have events like this. See, when I see events like what's going on the TV right now, I think of North Korea. I think of the old Soviet Union. I think of Nazi Germany. I think of the feudal system in Europe. I think of ancient Rome, when they would distract the people from the real problems at hand with flash, with colors, with ceremony, white gloves, shiny brass, trumpets, cannons, lots of parades, lots of circuses, lots of pomp and circumstance, lots of flashy activity. Fascist exercises. Look, let's put on a show to distract the people from what's really going on. That's what I see when I see one of these really, really long, drawn-out, and expensive ceremonial occasions like this. And I'm not going to get all sucked in. A great man did not die. An evil man died. All right? And we should quietly... put that behind us like that. When somebody like that dies, oh, but he was great. Yeah, he made America feel good because he was an actor and he looked good up there. Maybe that's the system that we should use from now on. We'll elect a real president, and then we'll also have an election for a figurehead and make them a good-looking glib guy,
Yeah.
Like Arnold. I mean, Arnold's got that accent, but Arnold flashes a smile, and Arnold has charm and charisma. Neil hates Arnold Schwarzenegger because Neil has a criteria to decide whether or not he likes a particular guy, and I don't have to tell you what that is. We're not held by that, right?
Right.
Arnold is a charming guy. He's a big, happy... He's kind of like Joe Rose in a way. All big head, big smile. Hey, Tony, come on in here. Where's Laz?
You're going to have to call him.
Yeah, because, all right, well, whatever. We'll squeeze him in. Right.
He's very busy.
Microphone on. I understand he's a busy man. Yeah. For a limpy, gimpy guy, he moves fast.
Yeah. Well,
I've seen him move fast when they say that the bar is open.
Yeah.
He'll fly across the room. He can actually leap.
But the Hollywood police are here, and he will conduct his interview.
The Hollywood police are here.
The Hollywood whatever.
Keep talking. I got to do something real quick.
Yeah.
I got to zip a whole bunch of things up now.
So, I mean, too. Can you hold?
Get me a
something
lockbox.
for me, too?
What?
Can you hold something for me too?
I'm holding something right now. Myself. Oh my God. Ah! QAM, hello. Yeah. Hello. QAM, hello.
Hi, George.
Hi, caller.
Hi. Ronald Reagan called ketchup a vegetable at
yes,
one
he did.
time.
I know. We put that on the poll there, yeah.
Okay. Thanks
All right,
a lot.
thank you very much. QAM, hello.
Yes, I have one for your poll.
Thank you.
The savings and loan scandal.
The savings and loan scandal. There's so much. A rich tapestry he wove.
Thank you.
All right, no, thank you. The savings and loan scandal, stealing from all of us. See, this is evil. This defines evil. When a rich man steals from a working man, and I hate this, like, if you use words like poor, then all of the right-wingers accuse you of being a liberal, which I'm not. Just get me started, and I'll tell you how not liberal I am. Not. See, they're working people. People work hard. Like, let's use Josh, for example. Work hard, get a little bit of money. Hopefully, you can pay your bills with that and have a little bit left over to enjoy some good things. Maybe a bag, maybe taking a movie, maybe a half rack of beer. Hopefully not
Heineken.
Something good, And a rich man is holding a gun to your head, taking your money out of your pocket. That's evil. Yes. You see, he doesn't need to be stealing from you. What? What do we got? Is this the Fuzz or is that DJ Laz? Wait, let me zip up my bag real quick. How you doing there, Hollywood PD? Are they here to promote the
fishing tournament?
Fishing tournament.
That's
so
right.
we're gonna have the big DJ Laz event. It's gonna be a week from today, I think. But Laz is gonna be on the show and tell us all about it. I don't know why Tony brought these guys in here just to make me crap my pants. Is that it? I love Hollywood PD. I talk about the fact that you're the only ones in the city that do the red light running busts. And I watch you all the time, and I cheer about it, because that's out of hand. Nobody else, no other municipality is doing it that I can see. The red light busting, the red light running busting, every day I see the red light runners, and only in Hollywood do I actually see the motorcycle guys. Are you guys motorcycle riders? You look very motorcycle-y for some reason. Open up the mic, swing a microphone over to these guys, and talk real loud.
George, how you doing?
How you doing?
On behalf of myself, Robert Ligori, President of the Hollywood PAL, the Hollywood Police Department, Chief Jim Scarberry, we want to thank you, DJ Laz, Power 96, for everything you guys done for us last year and this year in making this a very successful event, raising money for the kids at the Hollywood PAL.
Hey, they deserve it. I love Hollywood. I love living in Hollywood. You guys are the best. We got a car stolen. You guys were great. We had a really hot female cop. I don't know what her name is. I mean, I can remember it. I think it's something with a P. But she was a cutie. She came over. She was really nice to us. And you guys make Hollywood a great place to live. So thank you very much. We'll be talking about your event, like all week long, leading right up to it, all right?
If I can plug it real quick, if you don't mind, George.
Please.
Friday, June 18th, the Captain Party, 7 p.m. down at Harbortown. There will be a dinner, open bar, dinner courtesy of Mimi's. We'll have tons of raffles and auctions and giveaways. And then Saturday, June 19th, we will start the checkout by Ray's Live Bait off of Port Everglades at 7 o'clock. The weigh-in will start at 2:30 to 4:30. We will have a party after that. 5,000 in cash is going out, as well as 5 weekend trips and tons of raffles and giveaways. For information, they can call myself at 954-444-3311, or they can visit the website, www.hollywoodpal.com. Again, thanks for the support. I appreciate it.
HollywoodPal.com. Excellent. No, we like Hollywood. We're just gonna make Hollywood nice, and everybody else can just spiral downward into a pit like Hallandale, for example. Thanks a lot, guys, and we'll hit it hard all week long for you. And I think I might actually go to the party this time. Laz says I don't have to pay, and it's free booze. That's all I need to know. What do you say?
A shirt and a hat also. I'll be there.
Yeah? Well, as long as I get a shirt and a hat. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll do a job for you. Thanks for not searching me. QAM, hello.
Hey, how about when he came to eat in La Esquina de Texas?
To what now?
He ate in the Cuban restaurant La Esquina de Texas.
That's what you remember most?
Yeah, he probably stole like 28 plates. All right.
Thanks a lot, man. Probably stole the sweet and low. QAM, hello.
Hey, George, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Huh? I don't want to play with your poll, but I would like to add something to your survey.
Okay. Good choice of words. Go ahead. Oh, I hate it when they're breaking up when I get a good call. Well, we don't know if it's good yet. Hello? Move around. Can you hear me now? Call back. All right. Call back and play with my poll. QAM, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Is this the radio show?
This is the radio show, the one and only radio show. There is no other radio show.
Okay, well, I don't know whether... I've just been listening to you. I've been out all morning, and I've got a couple
of... English? Are you British?
I am, yes.
Yeah, excellent. Spot on. Bangers and mash. Toad in the
well,
hole.
I'll tell you what, though.
Cheerio.
How about that prick being in bed with Margaret Thatcher?
Okay.
How about emptying the Treasury?
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do.
How about mourning the dead in El Salvador?
He did.
How about mourning the dead in Guatemala?
Right.
How about mourning the dead in Nicaragua?
And Honduras.
I
love the way you say Nicaragua.
Okay.
All right.
And that just got me started. I could look up a lot more for you and give you the figures.
We're up against the break here. That's good. That'll
and I hope that'll add fuel to your fire, because he makes me a very angry man.
No question. So I guess you're bereaved now, right?
Bereaved. I'm wearing black today. I'm wearing black today. I've actually gone to about 200,000 funerals today.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you very much.
You got the picture, I think.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
On the other side of the pond, mate.
What's that?
I said have a good. I said cheerio.
Cheerio, toodaloo.
All right.
Oh,
hey,
and tell Neil that I brushed my teeth today.
Excellent. I'll fax that right away.
Would you? Thank you.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Your dental system over there. I could listen to Brits all kinds, because, there's more than one Brit dialect. I could listen to them all day.
It's entertainment.
Nicaragua. It gives me a chill. I love it. So we'll put how can we put the Maggie Thatcher one on there? Because I like that. Being in bed with Maggie Thatcher, just like he said it. And what about the South American business? Do we have anything down here? How about funding evildoers. How's that? That's just all encompassing both the Middle East evildoers and the South American evildoers, just for him, because we don't want the poll to be fat. We want it to be like good and tight. I'll just move along. 17 till 12 on 560 QAM.
Martha, I can't get up.
What do you mean?
Well, the older I'm getting, the tougher it is to climb out of bed and start the day.
George doesn't know it, but this morning he's getting Prune Tang, a brand new breakfast drink that'll get him up and active before he knows it.
Here, honey, drink this.
Not bad. Tastes like cranberry juice and tuna. I'm feeling good. I feel like I could move a mountain. Come here, you little muffin.
Oh, George.
Don't let age get you down. Try the new breakfast drink sweeping the rest homes of America. New Prune Tang. Prune Tang. At stores everywhere.
Yeah, 13 till 12 on 560 QAM. Is that one you have not heard
I
yet?
have not. That was fantastic.
We got to catch Josh up here on a couple things. First of all, classic movies, because he's young. It's kind of like when you have a cool teenager like I do. You got to catch them up on all the stuff that they needs to see. And some of these classic bits also. Josh is relatively new to the show, so I'm trying to dig deep over here, especially try to find some things that we can still play, which is a challenge
that's
in and of itself. But some of these are short, sweet, playable, and great like that, like Prune Tang, one of our favorites. I'm about 5 years from having to start by that myself. Not that it matters. I wish it didn't work now. I wish it didn't work 3 years ago. QAM, hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Is this a George show?
It's the Neil show, but I'm faking my way through it, sure.
Okay. You were reading some Bible verse not too long ago about. Could you tell me what it is, please? Yes.
Oh, it's called the Bible.
The Bible?
It was written by crazy evil people a long time ago. Sometimes you've seen it under the name Holy Bible.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was reading from.
Okay.
The Holy Bible. I was reading Bible verses from the Bible. Okay. Now, if you want to find whatever Bible verse you want, I suggest, not that it's the only site, but it's a good one, Bible.com.
Bible.com.
On the computer, and you can do a search for any word, phrase, or anything you want, and they have a variety of Bible translations on there for you.
Okay, thank you. And one more thing.
Sure.
The older Neil CD, the best of Neil, the one with all those funny songs. How could I get one?
We do them every year. If you go to neilrogers.com, there's a link to the store, and we make whatever we have available. We make available.
Okay.
All right. Whatever's left over. In other words.
So you don't have any of the 2000s?
We might, but it's I can't say that we do. I can't guarantee it. Probably not.
So how do I go about getting one?
You go online, you order it online.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks
very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Sorry to make it difficult, but we do the campaign for 3 months, and during the campaign we do van hits. Everybody knows we do van hits. We have them with us on the appearances. It's just too much of a dog. It's a bear of a thing to do all year long. So the online store is there. We got our good friend Richard. Richard mines the store for us, and we just continue collecting money all year long. For what it's worth. I had a fax here I wanted to go over. Where are they? Oh, we already added these to the poll, but thank you very much, Jim. Diamond Jim suggested blowing up the school teacher as a publicity stunt. Well, he didn't mean to blow her up. It was a publicity stunt. It wasn't supposed to go that way. But nevertheless, because he wanted to include it in the State of the Union speech, he insisted that they take off with the shuttle before it was ready to go, in spite of the fact that people were saying, it's not ready. It's not ready. He said, well, there you go again. Also bombing Libya. He called Gaddafi a flake. Well, I mean, come on. That one was obvious. So we added those to the poll right now, and here it is. We have 354 votes on the poll, and the Iran-Contra thing. And nobody, I talked to people like Miguel that don't even remember what that was all about. Congress said no, and then he did it anyway. That's called treason. It's called a freaking high crime against everybody.
Who cares?
Yeah. Well, there you go again. QAM, hello. Hello, QAM. All right, nice talking to you. QAM, hello.
John Hinckley said he's going to piss on Reagan's grave.
Okay, well, we can't let that go because we can't talk about urine anymore like that. I would. See, I don't have the time to go and pee on people's graves like that. Although there are some people I might make an exception. If I happen to be driving by the cemetery and I have a picnic basket, maybe I'll stop by and have a picnic on their grave and then relieve myself before I leave. It's just, because see, that's hate. That's hate is when you want to go out of your way. Like these crank call stalkers over here. It's like I don't have enough energy to actually act on any negative feeling that I might have, like actually drive to somebody's house and go, bleh. It's not worth it. I have precious few moments, and that's another thing for all you guys that are thinking about getting married. Like, I don't know, what are your daily goals? I'm not talking about, like, be rich or something like that, but, like, what goal do you have for this weekend, Josh? What's your goal this weekend?
Have fun.
Relax. Have fun? Okay. My goal this weekend, be left alone. That's like the best I can hope for. Leave me alone. Will you all just leave me alone?
Well, that applies.
See, yeah, well, just leave me. Oh, I'm begging you. Just stop for 5 minutes. Anyway, so see, that's it. Your priorities change. That's going to become the highlight of your life now. I got a half hour to myself. QAM, hello.
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 Who's this?
Who are you?
Is this George?
Is this a caller?
Yeah.
Then it's George.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
I'd like to add something for your poll.
All right, fake voice, go ahead.
John Candy.
QAM, hello.
George.
Caller.
Let's try this one again. Maybe I could get to your survey.
Oh, there you go. Nice, clean connection this time.
Super. Lee County's much better than Charlotte County. Let all the Shell people know that. But
wow.
Basically, I wanted to say, how about voodoo economics?
Voodoo economics, Reaganomics. How about we'll put that?
Trickle-down
here, write this down this way, Josh. Reaganomics, and then in parentheses, voodoo economics.
Trickle down.
Yeah. And we could, trickle down supply side economics. I think everybody knows Reaganomics.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let Tommy know I'll be at practice.
Okay.
Later.
Take it easy. Hey, Tommy. You'll be at practice. QAM, hello.
George, what's happening?
How are you?
Dandy. Hey, I got a shield question for you.
Okay. Hey, you know what I got?
What?
Just a little short little shield theme there. I can't hear it enough, actually. As a matter of fact.
When the show starts, that's all I can think of is yelling.
How can they just keep getting better and tighter and thicker? than they are.
That's a good question.
But they do. They surprise me. Every week is better than the week before.
I actually taped it the other night, and I still haven't watched it. So if
you haven't seen
it? If it explains it, don't tell me. But the question is, I was wondering why the strike team thinks that the Armenians know they stole the money.
Well, they don't know. They don't know that the Armenian knows that. They don't know that the Armenian even thinks that. But what they do know is that the Armenians are, cutting off everyone's feet and looking under every rock for their money. So Mackey's a smart guy, as you know. Mackey knows that it's just a matter of time before all of this leads back to them, because obviously this crazy Armenian ain't stopping. But see, some of the answers to your questions get answered in this episode that you haven't seen yet, and you got to see it because it's good.
I'm dying to. I keep waiting to have some time.
No, it's juicy. Make time.
Cool. The poll. I don't know if you already have this or not, but I think of the assassination attempt.
Did we put that on there? We put that on there.
Yeah,
assassination attempt. All right.
Cool. All right, man.
For Jody Foster, I mean, poor boy. Wouldn't you like to have talked to him? Hey, John. Here's the thing about Jody, okay? It doesn't matter how many presidents you shoot at. You don't have what she likes, okay? It's no chance. Go for somebody a little bit more realistic, like Bjork. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
How about when Reagan fired all the airport controllers?
Okay, the
traffic
strike breaking. How's that?
There you go.
So we'll just call it strike breaking.
Throw it in there. Bye-bye.
We'll throw it in there. Thank you very much. There's so much. And, of course, they've all been talking about it. Everybody should be able to answer this question because with this continuous coverage on every freaking station, the Weather Channel's got the coffin on there.
I mean, at this rate, what you're going to remember him by is his funeral.
There you go. Oh. Guess what? His funeral. How can we forget that funeral? QAM, hello. QAM. Nice talking to you, too. QAM, hello.
Helter skirt.
QAM, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd definitely like to add something to your poll.
Please.
How Reagan ignored HIV and
we got that. We got that on there. Ignoring AIDS.
Okay, thank you very much.
When faggots die. When them faggots, they can die. QAM, hello.
Jorge.
Caller.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
You already heard a little bit about the Michael Moore thing last night on MTV, right?
I heard a little bit, but not. Why don't you tell us the whole story? Because what I heard was off the air, so why don't you tell us on the air?
Okay, well, basically, somebody was accepting an award, and I guess they weren't there to accept it, and somebody said, we got 15 seconds left. Anyone want to say anything? And then all of a sudden, Michael Moore's face pops up on the big screen. He goes, I do, and he's like, I just want everyone to go see my movie out, whenever it's coming out next Friday, and, people started cheering.
2 weeks from today.
Right, okay, I'm sorry. And then people were cheering and stuff, and then he was like, gee, I don't know why the guy in the White House is so afraid of this movie. And stuff like that. And there was a lot of other people that were accepting awards, like the kids from Lord of the Rings or whatever. They had their Carrie stickers on their shirts.
Excellent.
And,
I know Jack Black had a
Jack Black,
right.
Yeah, vote Carrie. So it's looking pretty
Very
good.
good.
I think it's definitely going to be good.
And I missed it because I was watching a Ronald Reagan movie.
Hey, well, don't worry. It's only going to be on about 50 more times this weekend.
What, Kings Row? Oh, no, the award show. Okay.
Yeah, the award show. Hey, and in closing?
Yeah.
I'm gay. I mean, you're gay.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're all gay. Well, except for Josh. He's sad. 3 till 12 on 560 QAM.
560 WQAM.
Boxcars are coming to take you away. That's what's gonna happen if you don't obey. You better come and what you wanna say. You better come and what you wanna say.
Look here, the boxcars are coming to take you away.
Boxcars are coming to take you away.
They are dispatched by the right to give to centers right. Like him in Harlem, off to Camp Newton, where their heads are impaled on a pole.
Boxcars are coming when you are asleep. If you're not pro-Bush, obedient sheep, you better come and what you want to say. You better come and what you want to say.
Look here, the boxcars are coming to take you away.
Boxcars are coming to take you away.
I love that song. 12:02 on 560 QAM. Closing down funding on mental institutions. So we added that to the poll. Closing down the mental institutions. You're not going to believe what's in second place, so I guess you could see it if you wanted to. I guess you're in edition mode. Don't look. Did you look?
No.
All right. Because you know Iran-Contra is in first place, like, big time with 131. Second place has 50, but guess what it is?
What's that?
Whale. Whale. Can you believe that?
I can, actually.
Third place is he was America's cheerleader. Then his hair with 30. Winning the Cold War, 29. Jelly beans, ketchup as a vegetable have 28. Tax cuts for the rich, 26. 8 apiece for the assassination attempt, his acting, and funding evildoers. I'm quoting GW, because we all like the way he says evildoers. Evildoers. By the way, doers is not evil. It's quite good, as a matter of fact. Thank you. Owned by the Bacardi Corporation. I'll take my free bottle. Thank you. Well, they sent me one once. It was nice in a nice case.
Right.
I'm not talking about like a box case. I'm talking about like a wood case with glass on the front and a plaque with my name on it.
Really?
Spelled wrong. But, did I mention there was a bottle of Doers in there? They're really nice. SDI Star Wars has 3. Napping Through Meetings has 3. Being in Bed with Maggie Thatcher, 3. Ignoring AIDS, 2. What is it? Reaganomics. There you go. Voodoo economics, supply side economics, whatever you want to call it. 2. The savings and loan scandal, blowing up the school teacher, strike breaking, each have 1. And nothing yet for visiting dead Nazis, bombing Libya, his funeral, which just went on there, and closing down the mental institution.
Do pretty well.
What's that?
His funeral.
Oh.
I mean, because just from, me and Sean were just flicking
your
around.
generation, that's
he
it.
asked me what's
Ronald
going on. And out of the first 12 channels, I think 10 or 11 of them are,
Yeah, but the good news is there's always Jerry.
Here is your ex-boyfriend.
All right. That's going to be good. It always is. QAM, hello.
How about Howdy Doody Face, Reagan?
Okay. QAM, hello. Huh? QAM.
Hello?
QAM, hello. Too late. Call back. Hello, WQAM.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan said the words that he requested that the space shuttle be in flight during the State of the Union. And that simple request caused the death of those astronauts.
You're right, and we put that on there. Blowing up the school teacher is one of the choices on the poll.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you remember were you alive? Were you an embryo?
Yeah.
Were you a... Yeah?
I don't remember where I was. Like, I was here when that happened, I remember.
I was in a sky blue, the salesmobile for KLCB, Libby, Montana, in my very short and nightmarish stint as a salesperson, listening to our own station. We had national news. We had ABC News at the top of every hour, and they reported that. And I had to pull over because I was shocked and dismayed. Just for what it's worth, the whole school teacher thing shouldn't mean a whole lot because it's somebody else going into space. But this was the first time that a normal person, a non-astronaut, a schlepper, in other words, somebody like me, you, if she can go to space, that means eventually there's a chance that we can go to space. And if you're a big space cadet, big space fan, space head like I am, then that meant a lot to me, the fact that they were able to take a passenger for the first time. This was a big moment for me. A passenger, for Christ's sakes. All right? And it was a big moment for Reagan. It was important to him. That's the caller just reminded us. That's why it was important that the shuttle go off when it went off, so that he could use it. To use it as an example. You see how good we are? You see how big we are? We can take a normal schmendrick and fly them into space. And if you're too young to remember all the hype that was surrounding that, and I was all sucked into it willingly, a big Krista McCullough is her name, was her name, and they had all these profiles about her. They had, they were interviewing the students, her students. How do you feel about your teacher going into space? We're so proud. And they showed them, they were holding all the little posters there. And they had to tell them that she blew up. Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah. QAM, hello. Happy day. Happy Friday.
Yeah, how you doing, George?
How are you doing?
I guess I got to pick one of them because I drive the cab and I'm always on the Ronald Reagan Turnpike. taking credit for the hostages, the dual screen when he was inaugurated. Mm-hmm. That's what I'll always remember.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll put that down there somehow. Taking credit for the porridge. Taking credit for the hostage release. QAM, hello. Oh, wait. Hold on. Sorry. Hate to do this to you, but we have a very important call on the hotline right now.
Hi, is this Josh?
Is this T.D. Allman?
Yes.
Hey, how are you doing? We've been waiting for your call, although we've been kind of busy and distracted here today. Eulogizing Ronald Reagan, in case you haven't been hearing.
Well, that's good. Actually, I tried a couple of. Are we on air now?
We're on the air right now. We don't play around on this show.
Okay. Well, let's get started then.
Please. We're taking a poll today. Let me start you off. What will you remember most about Ronald Reagan? We're doing really well so far in the poll. Maybe you want to add some things to it.
I think what I will remember most about him is that he gave America a totally illusory way of looking at itself.
Right. T.D. Allman, by the way, let me set you up as the author of Rogue State. You had your book signing yesterday. I understand it went well. I got your book in my bathroom. I can't wait to get past the forward. That's how slow I read.
That's all right. I just hope it's not related to your other...
No, it's just that I put it there because that's where I'm a captive audience. So there's actually... That's where I know it will be read, is because I keep it there with me. And the next book that you're going to write is going to be called Your Resume, because I'm looking over your bio right here. Is there anything that you haven't done? Is there anywhere that you haven't been?
Yeah, well, I've never had a job. No newspaper has ever been willing to hire me. I remember it came close at the New York Times one time. I had been named Edward R. Murrow Fellow.
Right, that's on here, Harvard and Oxford.
And I thought they'll have to hire me now.
Hitchhike to Anchorage. You took a bullet in the neck. I've been going over this thing. You've written for so many publications. You've been to so many places all around the world: Cambodia, Barcelona, Nigeria, China, Kathmandu. You had a balloon crash in Kathmandu.
Yeah, the two. Actually, I've been a war correspondent for about 35 years, if you can believe it. I started in 1968 in Laos, where I was the enfant terrible, the horrible child of the Indochina Press Corps. I exposed the secret CIA war there.
Right.
And nothing bad has ever happened to me except I was on this cushy assignment for National Geographic up in a balloon over the Kathmandu Valley.
Well, that sounds fun.
And then the thing came down smack, and the wire cable wrapped around my neck, and I was like being hung. Fortunately, the reflex action, my arm went up, and I got out without injury.
Oh, very good.
And then the other time, actually, it was a ricochet bullet in Tiananmen Square. And that was when I should have stopped smoking. I was leaning over to light a cigarette, and that saved my life.
Is that it?
But I waited a few more years.
Tiananmen Square, isn't that where we came to the rescue of all those students that were protesting for freedom, and we didn't let anything happen to them?
Well, that's true. That's true. I just wanted to... in fact, last night... yesterday evening, I went to Books and Books and had which is one of probably Miami's best independent bookstore. I might add that my book, my book Miami City of the Future, that was my other book.
Right.
My current book, Rogue State: America at War with the World, is on prominent display at Books and Books, both in Miami Beach, Lincoln Road, and here. But you can also get it online. And it's also very well done by Borders and Books and Barnes and Noble and the others. So for once, I've written a book that's actually where it's supposed to be. And I wanted to get into Reagan because, what offends...
I want to let you.
All right, what offends me as a journalist is not heroizing this complex figure who reveals so much about the trivialization of our political culture, but that it's not the real Reagan. I mean, the real Reagan was America's first divorced president. The real Reagan was a man who'd never been in war, but when he was hit with a bullet, did show a great deal of bravery. He said, I walked into this hospital and out. I'm going to walk out. We have an Alzheimer's epidemic in this country, and on AOL News this morning, they said he led a long and full life. We should be rallying. We have, in many ways, George W. Bush is Reagan's successor ideologically, but for partisan political purposes, they're blocking stem cell research. And even Nancy Reagan is now saying that. So,
yeah, Laura hates her about that.
Well, I don't get it. Somebody said to me the other day when I was on a program, they said, why do you hate Bush so much? I said, I don't hate Bush, I despise him. There's a big difference there.
I got that in the forward from your book is, I like the way you pull punches and just hold back.
Well, I'm glad to see I'm back in the zone of irony. I left New York about 10 days ago, and I went to Washington and came down here, and you get to Washington and you can't use irony. They just don't get it. I was very depressed in Washington. I was there when Tenet resigned, and you have all these people coming on, and they are pandering to the press panders to the administration. And I mean, I turned on my radio, and it was a pretty good program, Diane Rehm Show, NPR. And
I
had these people. Go ahead. You finally met somebody who talks even more than you do, George. But
you go.
You know, I got very depressed in Washington, and they had this woman on, Robin Wright. I'll be happy to debate her. I don't know why she doesn't get paid by the government. And she said, "Oh yes, he resigned because he loved his son." You know, failing to get 9/11 right had nothing to do with it. Being totally wrong on the weapons of mass destruction had nothing to do with it.
No.
The first thing you learn about dealing with the CIA, and I've been dealing with the CIA going back to Laos, is cover story.
Sure.
And I listened to this, and not one of these talking heads, most of whom are paid, remember these so-called experts are paid. You need to understand this when you watch the cable news networks.
Really? There's money in that, huh?
Not one of them said, this is the cover story.
Right.
And I mean, this is the level that we're dealing with.
Yeah,
so,
well, we don't have real journalism except, out present company excluded, of course.
Well, I'm afraid that's the case, and I'm not proud of it, and it's very sad. And the truth is, journalism has been driveled throughout much of
let me tell you this, because I really wanted to give you a whole segment. You called in the middle of one, so let me put you on hold. We got to take care of some business over here.
Absolutely. I'll stay on all afternoon. I had my swim, and I've got plenty of that.
Well, I don't know about that now, but we'll give you plenty of time, Mr. Allman.
Thank you.
All right, hold on, and it's 13 past 12 on 560 WQAM. We're on with T.D. Allman. How about now? Didn't kill enough time for you?
Reagan. That's it, you're done. I hope they put in your coffin a special lining there to protect the soil from your hair. All your old pals will be there, the ones you can remember. William Casey, Walter Slazak, and in case you haven't heard, your Iran-Contra criminals have returned. I sing this song anytime somebody famous dies. Well, there you go again. It's time for Ron to go. No matter how many times you just say no.
No.
You were outlived by Kitty Carlisle, who's 400 years old. And now here's a few words from your oldest friend, decrepit old Bob Dole.
Bob Dole says, goodbye, Ron Reagan, and give my regards to Nixon. I recall back to those halcyon days of the Bonzo films, before June Allison wore dye-dyed pants. And I had both my hands and washed them with Paraxo. I'll be joining you soon, and we'll have some fun with our own pals, Edward Dirksen and John Lund. Bob Dole says, no matter how big a star or how famous you are, you still wind up dead. You starred in movies, became president, and then you turned into a tree. We held up our socks with garters like that big man.
1217 on 560 WQAM. T.D. Allman, author of Rogue State, America at War with the World, is on with us, helping us eulogize Ronald Reagan on the count of we're all bereaved. Sorry we had to go through that funeral dirge that we had to play there.
All right. I just wanted to say, George, that I've had many honors in my long career, but this is the first time I've been sponsored by Hooters. And I'd have to
don't go crazy.
I'd rather have them behind me than the New York Times.
Yeah, I like it when Hooters are behind me, although I'll take them up front.
By the way, have your listeners checked out the fabulous Neil Rogers website, which I did today because it has my book on it, and it's next to a picture of a lady who doesn't have to go to Hooters. She's wearing a very revealing gown.
John Kerry's daughter.
Is it really? Oh my heavens!
Yeah.
Well, that's one reason to vote for him right there, isn't it?
See, we're a cosmopolitan kind of show, man. We're all over the place.
I think that's terrific.
We're a full-service radio show and a full-service website.
Well, it's very interesting. You know what's refreshing about your show is this is what we should be all the time. We should have a profoundly antagonistic and unreverential view of authority, especially when it's fake authority that was imposed unconstitutionally, undemocratically by stealing the electoral votes of Florida in November 2000, which is where I begin my book. Actually, I begin my book. Well, let me tell you how I came to write it, because I would say, there are many things this administration has done, but the depravity, the corruption of the meaning of words, which is one of, they call him the great communicator. He was the great
somebody said that.
Discommunicator. And I mean, we can get into a little bit of that later, but I was sitting there about a year ago, more than a year ago, just before the invasion of Iraq, which everybody who knew, I mean, there are 10,000 people in the United States who've like been to Iraq or studied the Middle East.
Right.
And they could have told them this was a damn fool idea. And the lies, if it takes weapons of mass destruction to have our little chicken hawk war, then we'll do that. Or democracy, I mean the ridiculousness of that. And so
we've been through all this. This audience, the audience, not the callers. You can't judge the audience by our callers, but this is a surprisingly sophisticated audience that.
Well, I don't see why it wouldn't be sophisticated because you're an open-minded show. But the line that I took for this administration came to me out of the blue. I mean, somebody else said it before, but it's life is a tragedy for those who feel and a comedy for those who think. And that's why the George W. Bush presidency makes you want to laugh and cry at the same time. And that's the thing that was very important for me. And I think it's this combination of ludicrousness and really malign activity that that characterizes the present administration. I think in many ways it started with Ronald Reagan.
No question.
And but it's gone far beyond that because Reagan did not like many of these people who were in the administration,
right?
Including Wolfowitz. Wolfowitz is the Deputy Secretary of State. After 9/11 that weekend, they all went up to Camp David to try and figure out what to do, and he, with Rumsfeld's approval, and with Cheney benevolently looking on. Benevolently is not a word that goes naturally with Cheney, so I stumbled over it a bit. He passionately argued not to invade Afghanistan, to leave the Taliban in charge there, and to let Osama bin Laden go free. These are the kind of people. They wanted to go and invade Iraq, even though everybody knows that Iraq had nothing to do with it. And so they got themselves in this mess. But I think as we look back, the great mystery of this, there's a little tiny mystery, which is Tony Blair. And I have a chapter in my book called The Pathetic Affair of Tony Blair. But
yeah, that's one of those mysterious things. Does he have naked pictures? Does Bush have naked pictures? Tony Blair with Margaret Thatcher? I mean, what's going on there?
I don't know. But the real mystery is the American people. And I mean, President Eisenhower, in his military-industrial speech in 1961, said that a vigilant citizenry was necessary. And we, starting with the Reagan era, have been lulled into this passivity. I'm sure it has something to do with television. It has something to do with focus groups. It certainly has to do with the press. It's almost as though the press sort of lost its nerve after Vietnam and Watergate.
Right. Well, they became cheerleaders of whatever apparently this particular administration was doing. They didn't seem to have that kind of a standard when it was Clinton.
That was horrible. And let's go into the thing today. I mean, it's very rare that I don't have something critical to say about George W. Bush because each day he does something new and more horrible. But the remains of Ronald Reagan are being given the treatment that would be given to any ex-president of the United States. Nixon, Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford. And Bush did not fly back to Washington to try and cash in on the funeral. It is the press that has turned this into this orgy of fake eulogy, whatever the word is. What is the word, George?
Let's make up a word.
This fake eulogy to him. By the way, George, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I wrote a book on Miami, and a lot of people always ask me about assimilation here. Where were you born, if I can ask?
Cuba.
You were born in Cuba, and you see, you're a perfect example.
Now I'm a refugee. Freedom Flights, 1969. Thank you very much, American taxpayers, for buying my ticket.
That's right, and you see, assimilation is working, and
don't go crazy now.
Globalization is working.
They had to kidnap me and move me into the mountains before I assimilated.
No, you're a lot of that happened with a lot of people. I just wanted to get that in sideways. But we'll get back to my book. What's the name of my book, George?
It's Rogue State, America at War with the World.
And you know what I said last night when I was talking to this really large and enthusiastic group of people here?
I'm really happy because, I mean, we hit it harder than we plug most things that people like Woody Graber ask us to do because he believes in it, and as we all do.
one of my very fine, Miami has been very, very good to me, and there are a lot of fine people down here. So, I mean, I was just joking, and in fact, it's not right to go on plugging my book, America at War with the World Rogue State, and so we won't do it but 7 or 8 more times during the course of the show.
Oh, that's what it's all for.
But anyway, the point, when I try and go into the book, and what makes it relevant, is we have become untethered from the meaning of words.
Right.
We have become untethered from reality, and somehow we have to find our way back. And of course, can you excuse me for just a second? Because
yes, no, I'm on a radio program.
This happens to our callers all the time, so it's not like it's something.
They know how to do this,
right.
don't they? I mean,
sure. It happens to us all the time. Hey, people come in here while we're talking in front of you like we are now and start yakking.
Well, anyway, if you call the front desk, it takes them 5 hours to come up. But anyway, that's all right.
It's a casual show. I'm wearing short pants.
Very good. So are we going to get any calls today, George?
Oh, no, we're not going to do anything like that. As a matter of fact, we have a very strict no-guest policy that I'm violating just to have you on because, again, it's a passionate issue. And, Woody, we love Woody. He gets his concert tickets, so, boy, we just bend over backwards.
Well, he's you're a fine program. And, Woody found out about my book because somebody mentioned it on the show already. But I don't want to go into that too much. I think what we have to deal with, and let's cut straight to what's going on here.
Please.
There are themes that unite disparate events.
Mm-hmm.
And what links the eulogy of Ronald Reagan, the spin on the Iraq War, the constant dishonesty that we get from our government, and the complicity in this dishonesty with the press, is that we really are we're in a difficult situation here in the United States. And our constitutional mechanisms are not working very well. They failed in 2000. Something has gone wrong with our public discourse. And what we have to do is try and find a way back to where words have meaning and reality is our guide in what we do in the world. We are the world's most powerful nation, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be a cakewalk to Baghdad, as we have found out.
Right.
And I think one of the things, I'm a writer, you're a broadcaster, we have newspapers, and we have politicians. And, what we should be doing is discussing the truth. Now, the American people are finally...
Yeah, that's a good one.
The American people are finally finding out the realities of Iraq. Now, they did not have to find that out by having these poor National Guardsmen and women get maimed and mutilated.
No, they did not. It's happened before.
They could have listened. They could have read a book.
Oh.
They could have educated themselves.
And
I remember going back to Indochina. The real comparison with the Vietnam War is that yet again we have an American ruling elite, political elite that's out of control, going across the world, justifying its irrational actions on the ground of some dumb theory. And back then it was the domino theory, and now it's claiming that this unprovoked war in Iraq is part of some war on terrorism. We have lost the war on Iraq, and we are defenseless. I want to point that out to all these, in the polls, strangely enough, I just can't explain it, Bush still gets good ratings for, defending America. We are defenseless.
It's a state of mind.
That's right. And what I'm saying is, the other thing is this nonsense about democracy. The Arab countries do not have the same form of government as we have. There's great diversity there, as much as there is in Europe, for example, or Latin America. But that said, we have a democracy of information now, and we have a democracy of technology. And any outraged, testosterone-filled Arab or Muslim youth can go online and get the basic knowledge of how to build a dirty bomb just as easily as some dumb...
Just as easily as we do, right.
Yeah, some angry kid who
Goofball.
can do it here. Goofball in the United States can do it.
Sure.
And we have nothing to protect us. There are people plotting, as we speak, to have a dirty nuclear event in all the major cities of the United States. And our government does not care about that. Our government cares about acting out its ideological agendas.
I think they're just greedy elitists. I don't think there's anything too complicated about that. I think they're benefiting themselves, and
they're not elitists. They're dumb. I'm an elitist.
No, I didn't say they were elite. I said they were elitists.
Yeah, well, I think there's a certain... I think they are ideologues. And the other thing is, let's not call them conservatives. These people are radical disruptors.
You know it. We've been saying that for a long time. We're out of our non-allocated guest time, Mr. Allman, but why don't you go ahead and tell people about your book real quick, and we'll go on with some prank calls on the show here.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you all, and I want to say, read many books, but read with your children.
I won't.
And my book is called Rogue State, America at War with the World. It is available in bookstores everywhere.
Paperback, so it's affordable.
It is. And what I tell all the book dealers to do is put it right on top of all the other books, and mine will sell.
Right.
And this one sort of brings you synthesis rather than just, George Bush lied to me. And there's some very interesting books out now. But mine is the one that will help you understand. And it's funny, as I think you can tell.
Yes, I can. And thank you so much for helping me kill a half hour.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Good luck to you all.
Bye-bye. One of these days we'll party. That's because, you read his resume, and it's like, this guy's been around, and he's done stuff.
He's got some stories.
Yeah. Think he burns? Well, I'll ask him. 12:29 on... I'll ask Woody. 12:29 on 560 QAM.
I'm rated Mohammed David in his own, at least according to my aspirations. Stay away from me. I don't even know how you have children. Miramar, hello.
Yes, I want your take on Jay Fiedler.
Oh, well, Jay Fiedler is a great quarterback and a good Jew.
I like Jay Fiedler.
Well, not to mention he's got extraordinarily smooth buttocks.
Oh, yeah!
Yes, you gotta be careful what you say here.
Okay, Doc. Thank you, Mom.
No, wait a minute. Don't go.
But I have nothing else to say.
Well, how about this? How's the weather down there in the Miramar?
I'm right down the street from you.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go.
Oh, wait, by the way, something.
No, I have to go.
Look, I tell you what. I'll hold you over the break. How's that, huh? I'll give you one of my old tank T-shirts. How's that? No, wait! That was the only caller we had.
The veins on your nose is glowing again. Wow! You got big purple veins on your nose and on your face, and around those oozing pimples you call eye. If you go look in the mirror, you'll see a roadmap of Ypsilanti. You got your hippies on, way too tight.
My nose glows when something stings. Almost every day I think. And my veins, they start to tickle. My adenoid, yeah, I look like I'm falling apart. That's because I'm a cranky old fart. With a nose that's filled with purple veins.
Something like that you want to see on Science Channel Discovery. Always knows how to bleeding purple veins.
Try to sing it.
24 till 1, 560 WQAM. We okay? We're all right now. That was kind of fun because I didn't have to talk a whole lot. We had T.D. Allman on there. He's kind of a slow-talking guy, but that's all right because you can read his book really fast if you wanted to. No, see, slow-talking is good because then you can hear all the words. You know who else is a slow-talking guy is Stephen Page from Alternative Termite Management. How about that for a segue?
How about that?
I got a fax over here from somebody said I had Alternative Pest Control come over to my house. They're called Alternative Termite Management, but nevertheless, the fax, whatever. With your reference, they treated me with most respect. Did a great job. I'd like to thank you. And we've never had one complaint since we started, just in passing, actually, mentioning them on the air because they solved my nightmare situation. Right there on the block, man. I'm driving home, and there's the tension going on. And these people have all these plants around their house, and they don't know it yet, but Steven doesn't know it yet because I haven't called him. I guess I'll call him after the show to get him over to Josh's house because you're a slob.
Sure.
Probably. Well, you're 21, so you have to be. If you're not a slob at 21, you must be gay. Right? And then
everybody's got their little slob tendencies.
You got your...
I got mine, You
got one or two roommates over there.
I got two.
Two roommates, and they're slobs. So you got bugs, and they don't know it yet, but they're going to be going over to your house, so I'm going to give them a free plug just to make sure that they're really extra nice to you. 954-457-0041. That's 954-457-0041 for alternative termite management. And say hi to our good, he's a great guy, slow-talking guy, Stephen Page, and he's great. And it's not just for termites. They have regular pest control services as well, which is what you need, right? You don't have the termites?
That's right.
They'll look for them. Well, you rent, right?
Yes.
So that's not even your problem. If the termites eat the house, you don't care.
No.
You just got roaches and ants, like, everywhere.
Yes.
They got their own place setting at the table. QAM, hello.
Escort service?
Okay. Escort service. Yeah, you wish. You can't afford me. Of course. You won't be getting much. Now, what are the chances this person's still here? Are you still there?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I put him on hold like 40 minutes ago.
What's up,
Sorry
man?
about that.
No, I was listening. I was enjoying it, man.
I totally spaced off that I had arranged for a call-in there around noon. I don't know why I forgot that, but I did. Go ahead.
That sounded good, man.
I'm counting down the moments.
Yeah. Hey, listen, we're doing the Bush thing, and it seems like it's an endless amount of information about this guy. I went on a site, and something just popped up where it's called Gold Fillings, Auschwitz, and Bush, about Prescott Bush.
Oh,
and oh boy, let me tell you something, dude. I'd have to verify. I'm gonna look around, see if I could, see if things jive. But I'll tell you what, this stuff is amazing. How he was part of the Steelworker Union, and how 80% of their steel went to the Nazi regime. Yeah, it was amazing, man, amazing.
Yeah.
But news say, they brought up an issue too, where how every time there's a Bush in office, how anybody in Israel who's running this show there always goes to the far right and start doing really crazy stuff,
Because they know they can get away with it because we won't do anything about it.
Well, and not only that, what they were insinuating was that
which is bizarre because the Bushes are in bed with the Saudis. They're bitter enemies, the ones that fund all those madrasas that are, of course, very Jew-hating, and they train the children from a very early age to do so. So I don't understand that whole connection. I guess because money is the tie that binds.
Well, you know what it is too. From what I understand in this on the page was they're holding their feet to the fire. Basically, it's kind of like they have information about Prescott and that family, what they did back then, because they have the largest Jewish archives in the world, and they have information on that family, and they won't. Evidently, there may be lawsuits and everything, maybe in the future or whatever. But it was real interesting reading.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Later.
Take it easy. I got that other book to read. That's my new bathroom book. As a matter of fact, I took another book out of the bathroom and replaced it with the Rogue State book, just because I really want to read it. And that's the only place I'm going to. Think about it. I mean, now you're monopolized. Josh's time is gone thanks to that stories that he's going to be doing.
Yeah, there's no more time.
You're going to be doing reading those stories. But just any more in my life, like we were talking about, early on in the show, like when you're married and you have a little bit of free time left to you, like I'm going to spend it reading. I'm going to spend it like I always do with my free time. I'm going to crawl under the bed, curl into a fetal position, and weep. QAM, hello.
Yeah, George, hi.
Yes, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Could you imagine what would happen if this guy gets reelected in November 2nd? It just... No. We got to pack it in and find a place where we will not be attacked. When you were talking about Ronald Reagan, what he reminds me...
The Canadian border.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Goodness. That sounds like the Nicaraguan army. Listen, Ronald Reagan always reminds me of a cartoon character.
Sure.
Because of his hairdo, Woody Woodpecker, and the color.
His hair has 32 votes on the poll, by the way. His hair has 32 votes on the poll.
Yeah, but he was like Woody Woodpecker. Remember?
We can't say that anymore.
The Pecker or the Woody?
Just move along, sir.
Okay, let me tell you, I'm glad that you had Mr. Allman because I am buying his book.
Please do. Buy
definitely. No, definitely. I'm buying his book. The man has a lot of knowledge of what he's writing about.
You read his resume. There's nowhere he hasn't been. No one he hasn't spoken to.
And he himself is a rogue character, somebody that is not afraid of what happened. This administration, especially you being Cuban, what he's doing to the Cuban family is incredible because of the influence that a small group of right-wing fanatics in Miami have.
Is this Francisco Aruca?
Almost. Not quite, but...
Francisco Jr.?
Maybe senior. No, really, it's not a propaganda or anything like that. Anybody that has...
No, I like Francisco. That wasn't a shot.
He is very smart.
Yes, he is.
And very clear on his thoughts. But anyway, this small little group of right-wing fanatics in Miami...
Yeah, I've met them.
That they should have the influence that they have...
Primo.
That they should have the influence that they have in this White House. I recommend this company that you were talking about for control of termite. Maybe they can do something with Mr. Bush head. Okay?
Like tent it?
Take care.
All right, thank you very much. How many times am I going to have to dump that guy? QAM. Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so behind, and I don't know why. 16 till 1. I do know why, because we had a guest. 16 till 1 on 560 QAM.
I love your tomatoes. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not even from Texas. But I like Italian food. I always wondered how to get them little meatballs in the can. The American people love and respect you, and Carl.
Really like you a lot, sir.
Really like you a lot. That's the nicest birthday hat I ever did see. I can't say I'm sorry about what happened at Ababoo Goofy Grape. What's that?
Yeah, standing under my foot.
Oh, is that it? It's over. Sorry, I'm a little distracted by Shannon Elizabeth over here on Punks. Is that what this is? And I missed it. I just missed the punchline.
That's what it is.
What was the scam? You saw this already, I take it.
Yeah, they tell her something about like they have a sex tape on her or something. And she's in an interview like trying to get a film or whatever. They tell her they got some dirt on her, and I think it's like they try to kind of like blackmail her or whatever.
I see. She's hot, but I don't think she's as hot as all that. You know, as they all say. I mean, she's a little skinny around the ass. Her face is, like, just okay.
She's fine with me. I got no problem with her.
No, she's fine. She's just, there's better. She's no Britney. She's no, like, Tara Reid as far as if we're going to talk faces. Beautiful faces. Around that ilk, because they were, like, in similar movies. You know, I like Tara's eyes. They're just all sparkly. Also no ass on her. No hips at all on Tara Reid. I have no idea how she wears pants without suspenders. But Josh is saying that the new Punks are okay, so I'll give them a watch. It's not the funeral.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, but I've seen a couple. Warren Sapp, the guy you hear, the illiterate guy you hear on Hank's promos.
Yeah.
They actually, it's a funny.
The only reason I know who that is.
Well, it's funny because he's he's obviously a huge guy, about over 300 pounds.
I have no idea.
And he's at a restaurant, and the waiter, everyone around has these huge plates.
Yeah.
Huge food, like salads that are just like stacked. They come out and give him a plate with like faux seams.
So, all right, I'll watch them. Don't ruin them for me or anything.
Yeah.
But also, because we were just talking about this the other day about how bad it was, and this season is good, quite good, and that's The Last Comic Standing. See, the wife watches all these shows. Now, married guys understand. Like, you punks won't. Like, well, why don't you just go watch something else? Because that's where the bong is.
Yeah,
right. For the short answer,
you got to do what you got to do.
Because I got my comfy spot. I got the laptop all hooked up in there and everything, and that's my spot, my side of the bed. You know, the drawers with all.
Right.
You know, you got your Q-tips right there. That's where I hang. And the daughter totally took over the office. Teen daughter, I did have the office all set up, computer here, TV here, bookcases, everything all around me there, and I was just pushed out.
Let me just do something.
You took over the
Let me just do something. Let me just do something.
Right, so when I got a laptop, that was it. You got your laptop. You got a laptop, Dad. Why don't you use your laptop? Or give me the laptop.
My office.
You see, she uses weird, twisted, my own logic against me. I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me that laptop? I'll take that into the bedroom. You can hang out in the office. Like I said, honey, have fun in the office there, and I'll just camp out in the bedroom. So that you got the bedroom TV on right there, and then you're at the mercy. See, here's the wife policy, is like, unless it's something that I really want to watch, I'll let her do it. So I get, like, veto power, but I have to come up with something better. So when, like, say, Last Comic Standing comes on, if there isn't something else that I want to watch, it's like, well, there's nothing on. You can't see the TV from under the bed anyway. So that's what So Last Comic Standing, we watched it last season, and it was atrocious.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Horrible. Not one funny person, not one funny line. And the fat guy, and everybody was making a big deal out of that fat guy, totally unfunny. This season, like, they're all funny to one extent or another. They're either funny or more funny.
Well, thank
to
God.
an extent, yeah, it's bizarre. And I kind of like a lot of them. I don't know who I want to win. And by the way, I'm tired of calling these things reality shows. It's just another game show. It's just another contest show. Just because everybody got all wrapped up with the reality label, like Big Brother is a reality show. We're just watching these people continuously. And then occasionally they give them some things to do, a few little contest things to do. And of course it's an overall contest. But that's a reality show like Survivor, where you're just watching them day in and day out. These other contest shows, American Idol, these are just, it's like, they've had talent shows on TV before, and they weren't called reality shows. They were called The Gong Show, or some other kind of a talent show.
Right.
And that's what this is. This is just a talent show. Except this time they actually have some talent. They got one guy who's a mutant. He looks like Quasimodo. Seriously. And he's funny. It's amazing. He's got these hairy, big, giant arms. Arms that are big around as your torso. And Knuckle Dragon guy. Looked like a guy I used to hang out with. Really apish kind of guy with gnarly hair hanging all down in front of his face, and he's actually got some comedy. His face is all messed up. Like, really messed up. Like, boxing, veteran boxer, prison boxing messed
Old prize fighter.
Baseball bat across the face messed up. And he's funny. QAM, hello.
You read everything you believe?
QAM, hello.
Pajero.
You're a what? QAM, hello.
Burn one.
QAM, hello.
Yeah, George.
Hey, caller.
Hey, how's it going?
Fine, pick up that phone.
Okay, hey, check this out.
Okay, thank you. QAM, hello.
George.
Caller.
How you doing today?
Fine, how are you?
Excellent show.
Ah.
Oh, no, it's very good. I'm enjoying it. I was just wondering if anybody, and I don't want to read it, but I look into the dictionary and the definition of fascism.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever looked it up, but it's like word for word what this country's becoming.
No, I know. I didn't have to look it up. I understand it,
And you stop to think about it, and 300,000 Americans died fighting that, and now it's like,
right.
That's what we're becoming.
Becoming? You say that like it hasn't happened.
Well, it has happened. I admit I should have used,
Yeah, this is what we are. This is what we have become. Look what we have done.
And I've been avoiding a lot of the coverage because I just can't stand it anymore with the Reagan funeral, but I'm looking at and I think if this guy and this government gets reelected in November, then the American people deserve everything they get. I mean, I can't believe how they cannot see through this. This government is so corrupt, and it's so blatantly corrupt, and nobody wants to hear it. And if you say, I have a guy I work with, he yells at me, you want to, and it's almost like you say you're for Kerry, you don't agree with Bush, and you might as well be like a leper.
Sure, in this town. That's why I just kind of keep to myself anymore.
Well, I kind of like to do that, but sometimes you just can't resist poking them with a stick, so to speak. Just for the amusement. And I just came across this quote I thought I'd just share with you, and then I'll hang up.
All right.
It's from John Stuart Mill, who I think was a British philosopher. And he says, although it is not true that all conservatives are stupid people, it is true most stupid people are conservative.
How about that? What year was that written? 1912?
I can't quite read he's like 19 or late 1800s or something.
Okay.
But I guess that applies to most Americans, today.
I guess so.
Great show, George.
Right.
I'm looking forward to the next week.
Stop sandbagging me like that. QAM, hello. QAM, hello. What's up with that? QAM, hello. That's weird. They were ringing, but the dial tone. Anyway, go ahead, sir.
What's up, George?
How you doing?
On the way to the movies, man. I'm going to try to see that Riddick movie, see if it's any good.
Yeah, I need a report. I'm going to be doing the show, all next week. I got some very mixed feelings about that.
Yeah, man. I'm the one that sent you the movie Irreversible, bro.
Oh, thank you, dude. Everybody's a fan.
Yeah.
I got it on loan right now. It's supposed to be coming back to me over the weekend. I lent it to Josh. He showed it with all his, all his pipe hitting and buddies there, and they were all blown away.
Yeah, it's a crazy movie, man. Have you seen, you ever saw Super Troopers, Part 1?
Sure.
You saw Club Dread, the new one they made out?
No, I want to see it, though.
You gotta get it, man. That's a great movie.
That's a funny
movie.
bunch of guys there. I was surprised.
Well, if you like Super Troopers, you'll like Club Dread even more, bro.
All right.
All right,
I'll
man.
check it out. What are the name? What's the name of that group? The Lizard something?
Broken Lizards.
Broken Lizards. Yeah, that's funny.
They just signed a 3-picture deal with Fox, so they're gonna keep doing movies.
Good.
All right, man. Good to hear you, man.
Take it easy. Yeah, that was a refreshingly funny movie. Very throwbackish. Super Troopers, I'm talking about. Very like Cheech and Chong throwback.
Yeah, it was pretty
funny. Drug jokes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I looked for that movie, Jekyll and Hyde Together Again. I can't find it on DVD. I don't think they DVD'd it on account of it's a 2-hour cocaine commercial. But it's funny. QAM, hello.
American Bashing.
Yeah. QAM, hello.
Hi, hello, hi. What's the name of the guy who's that you interviewed, and what's the name of his book?
His name is T.D. Allman. T.D. like touchdown.
T.D. Allman.
Allman, ALLMAN. And the name of his book is Rogue State.
Rogue, R-O-G-U-E?
R-O-G-U-E.
R-O-G-U-E, okay.
State. There you go. That's the name. I mean, it's Rogue State, America at War with the World, but they can find it. If you just say Rogue State, they'll know what you're talking about.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thanks a lot, Joe.
Buy 100. 3 till 1 on 560 QAM.
Steady figure and figure because of music wonderful. WQAM. The station with a happy DJ.
Oh, I'm a monkey, you're a monkey, she's a monkey, he's a monkey, we're all monkeys now. I'm a monkey, you're a monkey, she's a monkey, he's a monkey, we're all monkeys now. Swinging tree to tree, we scream and squawk and shout. No responsibilities, that's what we're all about. I'm a monkey, you're a monkey, she's a monkey, he's a monkey, we're all monkeys now.
We don't do anything we're told because we don't know how.
Don't brush our teeth, don't comb our hair, we don't even wear clothes. We love to make you queasy with our violent parts exposed. I'm a monkey, you're a monkey, she's a monkey, he's a monkey, we're all monkeys now.
We're not well-mannered, well-behaved, we just love to drop trowel.
We'll do some tricks, we'll make you laugh until we are fed. Then we'll lay down, scratch our butts, and watch you all turn red.
Oh, I'm a monkey, you're a monkey, she's a monkey, he's a monkey, we're all monkeys now.
We wouldn't want to be a dog, a cat, a horse, or cow. We're smelly and we like it, and we've heard the things you said. So don't come within 10 feet of us, or we'll whiz on your head.
Oh, I'm a monkey, you're a monkey, she's a monkey, he's a monkey, we're all monkeys now. I'm a monkey, you're a monkey, she's a monkey, he's a monkey, we're all monkeys now. Swinging tree to tree, we scream and squawk and shout. No responsibilities, that's what we're all about.
103, 560 QAM. QA what? QAM. I just kind of merged
Mark
them
Morgan
together
on me
there.
there.
Well, I'm trying to talk and read at the same time, which that doesn't work. When does that ever work
do
for
that.
you? No. Thank you, DJ Valentine, for the review. This is exactly what I was afraid of. He says, just saw the Chronicles of Riddick, which, by the way, they changed the name. Remember the previews way back? It was Kill Riddick.
Now, that's a sequel
They
to...
did some Pitch Black.
Yeah, Pitch Black.
Which was... See, here's the thing. I'll read his facts, and then I will give you my take on that. My personal review is that if you like the character of Riddick from Pitch Black, then you'll like this. It's pretty much a 2-hour, 10-minute film dedicated to making Riddick look like a badass. Don't let the PG-13 rating fool you. Much killing, much cursing. 7 out of 10 from DJ Valentine. Well, let me say this about that. That's exactly what I didn't like about Pitch Black, was the Riddick character, as played by Vin Diesel. It's the reason why I don't like Vin Diesel. I liked Vin Diesel as the guy in Boiler Room, as a normal human being, as a sales guy, acting like a human. I hate Vin Diesel, and hate with a capital H, hate Vin Diesel as an action hero. Badass. He doesn't play it well. All right? Sorry, Vin, and sorry all the Vin Diesel fans. I him as an action hero. He doesn't convince me. It's all melodramatic. It's all over the top. It's just too much. Just trying too hard to be a badass. So if that's the case, then what a waste of a budget that is. And while we're on that issue, why, oh why, are they letting Will Smith ruin iRobot? Did you see that? I was all excited about iRobot. Do you understand? I never read iRobot because, I just got tired of reading for fun. Reading for fun? That's like working for fun. Yeah, it's like burning yourself with cigarettes for fun. Putting yourself to sleep for fun. So I didn't read iRobot, but I understand it is the famous robot novel. It's besides the short story where the word robot was first used, this is the most famous robot book novel. It's where they get those rules of robotics that even real programmers use to program computers and the industrial robots and everything. Famous book, Isaac Asimov, right? Famous book. We've been waiting a long time for this movie, at least I have, so that I didn't have to read the book. And they put Will Smith in it as the star. I just want to sit here and just throw my arms up and just like, now what? Now what? Because I was all stoked when I saw the poster originally, and they had no credits or nothing. It was just iRobot and, picture of a robot or a robot hand and everything. And it looks really good, except for that. Have you seen any previews for it yet?
I saw the tail end of the end of it.
Looks good. I mean, it is a good story. It's famous, from what I'm told. From the those other people that read it, they tell me it's a great story. You should read it. I'm like, I'll wait for the movie. So, right here I am, and Will Smith. It's a Will Smith movie.
So that's just
Chronicles of Riddick. Here it is. It's a Vin Diesel joint, Vin Diesel thing, like that XXX. I actually tried to watch it. I criticized it up front. I said it was going to suck. People gave me a hard time for saying, hey, give it a chance, give it a chance. I tried to give it a chance. I waited for it to come on cable for free. I mean, not free, I'm paying for it anyway, but, it's going to play whether I watch it or not. So I gave it a try. I tried to watch it. I couldn't get 10 minutes into it. It was so ridiculous in his performance.
Yeah, I never even saw it.
He's wrong as an action hero. You know what? Muscles don't make an action hero. Do they now?
No.
I don't know what it is, and dare I say, je ne sais quoi, to sound like a suit or anything, but like, do you ever watch the Steve McQueen movie, The Hunter? About him being an old man bounty hunter?
Yeah.
He didn't have muscles. He wasn't big. He was a human. He was a guy we could relate to, and it was a good movie. Not to bring Mel up, but Mad Max or any of those Road Warrior movies. He wasn't this big macho guy. He was just quick. That was his thing. There's so many things that can make you, a warrior. Connect with the action hero and testosterone and big muscles and a big melodramatic performance. That ain't it. All right. I don't know what it is, but I know what it's not, and it ain't Vin. QAM, hello, Vinny, Vincent. QAM, hello.
Yeah, stick to hating your mother. It's what you do best.
Okay. QAM, hello.
Hey, George, how you doing today?
How are you?
Did you see the movie Day After Tomorrow?
Day After Tomorrow? The big apocalypse, the big flooding?
You have to see it. Yeah, remember the scene when they're all running to Mexico? That was hilarious. Remember that?
Yeah, that was a crappy movie, by the way.
No, what I'm saying...
the New York flooding scene was kind of fun, but, you could leave right after that.
But what I was saying is if George Bush gets reelected, that's what's going to happen to the Rio Grande. Everyone's going to run over the Rio Grande like they did in that movie.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. QAM, hello.
You had nothing but
QAM, hello. QAM, hello. Sorry. See, if you have the radio on, then I think it's a party, and I hang right up. QAM, hello.
George.
Yeah.
When I think of Ronald Reagan, first thing that comes to mind is the Saturday Night Live skit with Phil Hartman.
Yeah. Which one? They did several.
The one with Jimmy Stewart and the little Girl Scout girl. Where this is the part of the job I hate.
The girl. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean,
that's funny, but it's not poll worthy though.
It's not?
No, man. You're talking about a sketch. I mean, how are we even going to put that on there? The Saturday Night Live sketch with with Phil Hartman?
Well, I always wondered because, when you see him giving the speeches on TV, you think of him as kind of an old puppet.
Right.
But when I saw that sketch, I was like, gee, is the guy really like that behind the scenes? Is he really wheeling and dealing and doing that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
He really was, huh?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey.
The first thing comes to my mind would be...
QAM, hello.
Yeah, hey, George, what are you doing?
How you doing?
I'm all right. Hey, I just want to say one thing. I listen to a lot of radio stuff, and I heard everybody saying in 1996, if Bill Clinton gets reelected, this country's going to crap, and in 2000, they all... I don't think it makes a difference which one of them gets into office, because the government's going to do what they've always been doing, and people...
So under Clinton, we had a budget surplus, and now we have a deficit, but it doesn't make a difference?
But there was a balance of power, and the Republicans had the Congress, and they still have the Congress. And I personally, the way the economy was coming, I think there would have been a budget deficit.
So the policies that the people support, like outsourcing jobs, corporate welfare, tax cuts for the rich, that doesn't affect us? That doesn't affect the economy?
Was that all happening in the 90s?
What are you talking about? It happened with Reagan. That's what you don't understand the philosophies that the two sides stand for. If you say that there's no difference.
There's no difference.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and make room for somebody else's head in there with you. QAM, hello.
Jamba?
Yes. QAM, hello. Fake Jamba.
Hey, George.
Hey, how are you?
First thing that comes to my mind, the Land of Confusion video, Genesis.
We've gotten 2 on that. Should we put that on there?
Why not, man?
All right, we'll put it on there. Land of Confusion video.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I was playing it just the other day. Well, before all this. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, what? QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
Man, I almost flew off the road when I heard that guy call you a broadcaster. Who's that, Greg Allman you had in there?
Yeah. QAM, hello.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on.
You're on. It's you. It's you.
All right.
Is that it?
No.
Okay, come on.
All right, I want to talk about the drug war that Reagan started.
Okay. Oh, that's right. We forgot the whole just say no thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of Nancy, but it was because she was getting some grief over the fact that she was spending a lot of money on furniture and dresses, so they needed something to pump up her PR value. So they started this whole war on drugs and the just say no, and they changed all the laws, the seizure laws, and those mandatory sentences and everything. Those all came about because Nancy was taking some grief over spending our money.
Well, here's the deal. With $1 trillion that they wasted on the war on drugs, we could have treated drug-addicted people like patients instead of...
Oh, no. You got it totally backwards, see. That money goes to pay for fellow fascists, not to pay for the treatment of those druggies.
And another thing is in Patty Davis's book, she talks about how Nancy was addicted to a combination of Valium and alcohol. And I have a video that
I wonder how she was mixing those up. Does she have the proportions, the recipes in her book?
I don't know, but I'll tell you something that I have a thing that was put out on the news one night. I taped it, and it shows Nancy stumbling and having to be picked up and held up at numerous state functions.
Right.
And she was just constantly out of it. And yet, she wanted to put the little black kid in the ghetto a year or 2 in prison for having a joint. In the meantime, she's got this deadly concoction that,
remember, pills good, weed bad. That's what Rush said.
All right, thanks.
All right, take it easy. Pills are expensive. QAM, hello.
Hello, George?
Yes.
Just wanted to give you a little FYI. From 1776 to 1980, the national debt was at $2 trillion. From 1980 to 1992, it jumped up to $9 trillion. So I don't know where that caller got his information.
All right. Thank you very much for setting us straight. And just remember, like the caller said, it doesn't make any difference. Good God. Good God. See, good and evil. It's clear as day. It's like day and night. Black and white. Good and evil. Elitists. People who are already rich, who think nothing of screwing you to fill their pockets with a few more pennies, to take everything that you've got, bankrupt you and starve you, take away your life savings, your nest egg, everything that you work for a few extra dollars for them. That's evil, and that's them. Starts with an R, stands for Republican. That's them. That's the modern Republican Party. Not the people, not the Republican people. Y'all are just the victims, like the people sitting in church. You're not the bad people. You're the poor deluded sheep. That guy up there standing on the podium. That's the evildoer. Get out of there. Get out of that party. Get out of that church. Go to the park or something. 114 on 560 QAM.
Let me tell you about one thing I know. And what I like about Sport Hole Radio. I want to talk about it, wrap my life all around sport. Wrap my life around sport. Watching men play games and doing the waves. That means boredom even getting me laid. I want to talk about it, wrap my life all around sport. Wrap my life around sport. I'm afraid of women, they got breasts and got a lot of cooties on their breasts. I'd rather watch men play with their balls and join them in the shower stalls. But so tight, sweat so sweet, I have a fetish for athlete feet. I want to talk about it, wrap my life all around sport. Wrap my life around sport. Go, fellas. La, 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 sport. La, 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 sport. La, 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 sport. La, 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 la. I'm afraid of women anyway. Never really sure what to say. But I can watch ESPN all night long, whacking off my tiny schlong. Oh, but so tight, wet, so sweet. I have a fetish for athlete feet. I want to talk about it, wrap my life all around, wrap my life all around, wrap my life all around sport. Wrap my life around sport.
119.560 QAM. Thanks, Brian, for reminding me that, that's a Ray Charles song that he parodied there for the fourth song. And poor Ray, I mean, well, you know, whatever. I mean, you say poor Ray, I mean, he had a good life eventually. Started out rough. But we'll miss you, Ray. He was a good guy. He did well. He did. He did all right for himself, all things considered. Apparently that whole Will Smith news came as a shock to somebody. Got a fax here. Isaac Asimov must be spinning in his grave. I'm sure he is. Wasn't Robin Williams enough punishment? Yeah. Good.
That's funny.
Yeah, and now to some non-funny faxes that are a little bit heavy, but nevertheless I think they deserve to be read. Warren says, yet another reason not to mourn Reagan's passing. While president of the Screen Actors Guild in the 50s, he negotiated their new contract by giving up television residuals for films, perhaps short films, produced before a certain date, basically screwing the actors he represented. As a result, the Three Stooges never saw a penny from their resurgence of TV in the 50s and 60s. Mo Howard hated Reagan for that. I had no idea. The real Mo Howard, not the other one, Mo Howard.
I'm listening.
Not that Mo Howard. Isn't it odd that Reagan used the phrase, the evil empire, to describe the Soviet Union in the 80s and how we've become the evil empire in the state of the rest of the world, Warren and Boca. Thank you, Warren. And this came in a while back from Jane. Thank you, Jane. I was just so distracted by other things and our guest that I forgot to read your facts because it's very good. A few days ago, President Bush launched a new ad campaign aimed at securing women's votes called W Stands for Women. Labor Secretary Elaine Chao, the first Asian American woman ever to be the cabinet secretary, is the lead spokesperson for the campaign, talking to a group of Pennsylvania small business owners who extolled the benefits to their business to the benefit of the Bush tax cuts. Did that sentence make any sense? Who extolled the benefits to their businesses of Bush's tax cuts. Chao asserted that women who are in the workforce, women who are running companies, women who are managing the family budget know that Americans are better off today than they were just a few years ago. The issue of Business Week, just then, on newsstands, told a very different story. I didn't proofread this. 1 out of 4 workers in America earns $18,800 a year, or less, with very few benefits, kind of like Josh, declared the cover. 25% of workers, in other words, are at or below the poverty level for a family of 4. Who are the working poor? They're 58% female, according to Business Week. Healthcare workers with no healthcare. Child care workers with no money to put their kids in child care. W stands for some women, apparently, but which ones? A better slogan would be W stands for wealth. Now, there's a slogan. If you want to send a message to respond to Bush-Cheney campaigners, you can, courtesy of www.freechoicesaveslives.org. I'm going to put this on the side, and I'm going to check out their website, maybe link it, send a link to Eric so that he can link it. www. Stands for W, freechoicesaveslives.org, which probably is an abortion rights place, but we're all for it. In case for those of you who are confused about that issue. Your body, your business. It goes like that. Your body, your business. You understand that, Josh? Is it complicated?
I do.
Your body is your business. You see your skin there? It's like a border. Everything that's on the inside of it, it's your business. You can share any information about your body with your doctor, in which case it's your business and the doctor's business, but you get to make all of the choices concerning Anything that goes on inside of your skin. You see? Oh, but it's forget whatever you think it is. The Bible doesn't define it as a human life, even though these activists like to pretend that it does. Here's what it is. Forget what you think it is. Here's what it is. It's none of your business, is what it is. All right? If it's inside somebody else's skin, it's none of your business. Your skin and everything going on the inside of it, your business. Somebody else's skin, their business. All right? Are we clear on that?
Fair enough.
End of the argument. Your body is your body. Oh, but there's something going on. But it's a human. No, it isn't. You know what? It isn't a human life. What it is none of your effing business is what it is. QAM, hello.
By Ronald Reagan.
QAM, hello.
Hi, George.
And TD Allman wanted us to take calls. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to send you over some pamphlets regarding your poll.
Some pamphlets.
Well, do you smoke pot in front of your kids?
No, with them. QAM, hello.
George.
Yeah.
Hey, my favorite memory of Reagan is how he ignored the entire AIDS epidemic.
We got that on there, man. It's on the poll.
Hey, and it doesn't only work for you guys about porno movies. When I see a decent porno flick, decent-looking guy or whatever, and then someone comes out looking like a Ron Jeremy wannabe or a Freddie Mercury wannabe, I just want to take the remote control and just start impaling myself on it.
Okay. I got you down. Click. QAM, hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Not much. I'm Josh.
How you doing, Josh? I'm George. Pleased to meet you.
Kendall.
Okay, let's go to Kendall.
Wait,
Josh and Kendall.
Oh, snap. Hey, I got right on. Hey, check it out, man. Check it out. What's up, George?
How you doing?
Yo, I didn't know you were doing the
There's no screening forever.
Hold on, let me turn off my radio then. Let me turn off my radio.
We're not scared of nobody.
Yo, what's up, George? Yo, check it out, man.
I'm checking.
This Nancy Reagan stuff. Nancy Reagan. This Nancy Reagan stuff. Man, that pills and the alcohol and the Xannies and the volume. Man, she need a little bit of that beer and weed, that reefer and beer, a little bit of R&B.
Like the guy that just called, you smoke pot in front of your kids. See, let me tell you something about the drugs. The more money you got, the more drugs you're taking, and the better, because you got money to afford it.
Hell
like
yeah.
All these, like Rush. Look at Rush. He made, like $75 million a year or some crazy amount like that. He was able to afford all those pills that he was chewing up.
Oh, no, hundreds of them, man.
Right.
Oh, no doubt. All right, man. Let's see you later, man.
Hypocrite. See, like, they can't stand it that I'm honest. Like, can you imagine if Rush was ever honest? It's like, hey, I'm big into oxys. He just came right out on the radio and said, hey, I'm big into oxys.
And other pills.
Yeah, sure. I like them. If they
Make me feel good.
If they kill pain, I'll chew them right up. Serve them up, I'll chew them up. But no, because Rush is a liar. He's an evil, skeevy, scummy liar. He lies. He's an elitist, evil liar. That's the guy you people listen to. This guy's calling me up, talking about you smoke pot in front of your kids. I'm honest about what I do. I'll tell you exactly what I have done, what I still do. What does that make me? Honest. It doesn't make me good. It doesn't make me bad. It makes me normal. But the fact that I talk about it makes me honest. I could lie. How do you know that I smoke weed, sir? Because you heard me say so. All right? And if I didn't say so, you would never know. You hypocrite. And all these, and I'm sure that guy never drinks. That is the worst drug. That's the drug, because like cigarettes maybe kill more people as far as the people that use them, but alcohol is the drug that gets you to kill other people. Just ask the moms, the mad moms. QAM, hello. What? No, you are. QAM, hello.
QAM.
Yes.
Jorge, how you doing?
All right, how are you, sir?
Hey, did you ever get your Young Ones DVD?
Yes, I did. And I watched a little bit of one of them. I haven't finished watching them, but nevertheless, yeah, I got them.
How was the quality? Pretty good?
It's perfect.
Yeah, how many episodes did they have?
All of them.
No, I know that, but how many?
Oh, I don't know.
There?
It's you fold it out. It's like on 3 discs. So whatever that is, whatever that amounts to.
But I mean, were there any extra episodes that were not showing on MTV at all, or
no?
Okay, very good.
You see is what you got, boy, and it's a little bit dated. I totally forgot when I was watching the first episode that they have musical guests on there.
Oh yeah, man.
And here they go. They throw it to a band, and it's like, who the hell are these guys?
Yeah, you mentioned it, and I had to pull out my old VCR tape. I couldn't believe I still had it.
Well, there you go.
All right, buddy.
All right, take it easy. It's 1:27 on 560 WQAM.
Ann Coulter is a party girl. Party girl. Party girl. Ann Coulter is a party girl. Party girl.
party girls.
On her back, legs are spread. Nancy is good. Nancy.
A moralist monster, a good girl who wants to be a media hoe and prefers it on top quiver. You want more on this lady? Here's what I'll give you. She's got a book to read about slandering. Nobody knows more about slandering out with a big stupid mouth. Anyone to the left of Mangala, such a good Christian girl, you want to strangle her. Pontificating who she's hating, political pundit pontificating, scrub on the floor and a Republican skanky hoe. She's a federalissimo. Making liberal a dirty word, you know, in a miniskirt showing camel toe. And Coulter knows what hate can be in a miniskirt that smells fishy. She's a tall drink of water on the side of Law and Order with a back alley look. If you like your broads taller, if you got the money, she'll spread those legs with a cigarette and a Chardonnay. And Coulter, political pundit, the angel of the right and easy.
28 till 2, 560 QAM. We did fix, thanks to the faxer, how come it took this long? Because it was on there since this morning. What I remember most, says this faxer, I'd remember how to spell remember. You spelled it wrong on your website. Well, I didn't spell it wrong on my website. Eric spelled it wrong on his website. But we fixed it. Thank you very much, faxer, for being on top of that. We try to be very accurate here on the radio. QAM, hello.
I have no fucking life.
Well, I'm sorry. You got to hand it to honesty. I'm a big fan of honesty, and there you go. Because I was just talking about that. Like, wouldn't it be nice if Rush was honest? But this guy, and we couldn't let it go, but thank you. He said, I have no effing life. Well, but we knew that. We knew that already. QAM, hello.
Yeah, George.
Hey, caller.
What's going on?
How are you doing?
Good. Well, listen, I want to ask you a question. Before, let me just fill you in here. I'm an independent.
Okay.
I'm not either, for Bush or Kerry, actually.
Okay.
However, Bush is, there's some things that I don't like what he did, and there's other parts that I think he's done okay, as being president.
Okay.
Now, do you honestly think that voting for Kerry is going to make the country better?
Yes.
Now, let me throw this in there.
All right.
If Gore was in the picture and not Kerry, I would vote for Gore. Because I think that Gore is more prepared to handle the task than Kerry is.
Okay, I'm not going to argue that point with
No,
you.
no,
but let me just lay this on you.
Yeah.
The most evil human being on the planet right now is our president. So
okay,
so his dog would be a better president.
Well, listen, I'm not going to
And
argue
he hates
anything
you.
like
You
that.
understand that the president hates you. You work for a living?
Yes.
Everything that he stands for is bad for you.
Well, I know that he's like more selfish in some parts. I'm totally,
Sir, you understand what an elitist is. They believe that they should have all the money and all the power. You get to do all of the work and get nothing for it. That's what he stands for.
Okay, that's fine. I understand that. I'm not going to argue anything like that. What I'm asking you is, do you think that Kerry, putting Bush aside now, Bush sucks.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you really think that Kerry is capable of turning this country around?
Yeah. But see, your argument, first of all, you keep saying like I'm stumped over here. Capable of turning the country around. All that it would have to take for the country to get better is for anyone or anything else like a pop-up toaster, which is smarter than the president, to be president. That would make the country better immediately. You understand? If anyone other than the president and his butt buddies like Cheney and all these evil people that the president is friends with, all you have to do is get them out of there automatically. If you replace them with no president, it would be better. You understand? It can't get worse. He can't get eviler. He can't get stupider. He can't get selfisher. He can't get more callous about your feelings and mine. It can't get worse than this.
I'm not a Kerry basher.
That's fine. I understand. I'm not a Kerry lover. I was hoping that it would be Dean because he's at least exciting or something. Kerry,
actually,
he's a
what? You know, I would have preferred that didn't really give it a chance.
Yeah.
Senator McCain.
Sure.
If he would have, I think if he would have really
tried. Don't you remember the primaries? Don't you remember it was going to be McCain, a war hero, and they buried him under a pile of money. The president and all his elitist buddies buried him under a pile of money. These are the foulest, filthiest Americans that have ever drawn a breath.
No, I would have voted for Kerry. I mean for Kerry
for McCain. Nothing wrong with McCain. He was a war hero, a brave man, someone who genuinely loves America. Bush and his buddies see America as a big sheep to be fleeced. A turnip to be squeezed.
Okay.
All right?
Well, George, you're running a good show, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Take care.
All right. Vote anybody else. Write in some... Well, you can't because then, you're throwing your vote away. QAM, hello. QAM. Hello,
George?
Yeah.
Hey, I was wondering, I did see Irreversible. You was right about that movie.
Off the hook.
Yeah, it was different. I was curious.
I'm hard bitten, man. I'm a big boy now. I've seen some things, and that one had me hugging my knees.
Yeah, just a little bit. I was sitting there, I was just saying what you said, and I'm like, oh, he wasn't lying. This is just a little bit different. I'm like, I've seen some movies before, but this one tastes the cake.
Yeah.
I'm like, what I want to ask is, did the right guy get killed with the fire extinguisher? Because I don't think so. If I remember correctly, when they finally showed
listen, there's got to be an edit there somewhere, but I'll be damned if I can find it.
Oh, okay. Because that's all I was calling for. Because I was like, I was waiting for you to find it.
It looks very, very snuffy, doesn't it?
Yeah. You're right. Okay. All right. I just wondered if right guy.
Listen, man, we played it back. We rewound it. We pulled the DVD back. We watched it slow. We watched it frame per frame, and I'll be. Seriously, I would say another word, but I have to say I'll be damned.
Yeah.
If I can find where it was that they did the swap.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
Take it easy.
All right.
Well, the caller called in. People tout stuff all the time, and I'm Mr. Cynical. It's like yeah, because you hear a lot of stuff. People talk. Yeah. God, do they talk all the time?
Right
this is going to be the biggest thing, and you watch it, and you're like this. This is what it was all like, and that's another reason that I didn't like Reservoir Dogs. It was touted to high heaven. I wouldn't have disliked it if it wasn't so, built up. It was like, yeah, all right, But yeah, this delivered. Thank you, caller. He actually, he delivered. He delivered it right here to the radio station. QAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you doing?
Is this QAM?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. I'm glad because I get my cell phone keeps dropping off after so many rings. I'd like to comment with George if I can.
You're on right now.
Oh, George, I'm sorry, buddy.
Don't worry about it.
Great show, man. I like the pop-up toaster thing. Also, I wanted to comment on what you mentioned about the being your own body underneath your skin. God forbid when a suicide person attempts and thankfully maybe doesn't succeed, they don't put these guys in jail for killing their own lives,
Right.
Number one. Also, I was watching the eulogy on the funeral, on some of the eulogies coming out, like and so on.
Right.
And they panned the audience when George Bush was speaking. They panned on Prince Charles. He was totally asleep.
Really?
And Clinton, totally asleep. And he's in the front row. Now, the greatest offense of all, buddy, is that they have this Arab guy sitting in his garb. I mean, he must be a good guy, I guess. I don't want to generalize. But this guy's got his legs crossed. He's got his foot up on the part of the pew where you kneel down.
Right.
He's leaning back, and he's got this little skirt on where you see his knees and stuff, and no respect at all for anything. But, I mean, you know there's going to be on Leno or something like this. But Clinton totally asleep. Totally.
Excellent. I can't wait. I popped it on CNN to make sure that they're not showing the replays right now, but we'll see them.
Tell America not to vote for the pop-up toaster, buddy.
All right. No, vote for the toaster. All right. Thank you very much. The toaster would be better. QAM, hello.
Hey, George, that guy got you again, man. Totally. You are his bitch.
I beg your pardon? Do you have any idea what he was talking about?
No, I was trying to figure it out, but...
No. Except possibly he was talking about himself.
Probably.
QAM, hello.
Neil's guy.
QAM, hello. What a giveaway. QAM, hello.
Hey, George.
Hey, caller.
How are you?
Fine.
Hey, that guy was talking about if the Tenya got it at the end of the movie.
Right. No. The Tenya skated.
Yeah, he lived.
They got the Tenya's buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we found out.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is even more,
disturbing.
Outrageous. Yeah, there's a lot of disturbing elements to go around in that movie.
The whole thing with the frequency, and it was very odd, that whole movie.
It was very odd. It was not an easy watch.
No, I had to do it in like 5 pieces myself.
Yeah.
By the way, Kedra Jade at the club down the street from you guys. Go see her.
Okay. I won't. QAM, hello.
George.
Caller.
Check it out.
All right.
Some people get mad when I smoke in front of my kids, but I also wipe their ass when they piss and
On that note, it's 19 till 2. If only we could let it go. 19 till 2 on 560 QAM.
Season again. You've got your remote, your beer, your nachos, but have you got your dictionary? Now that Dennis Miller's joined Monday Night Football, you're going to need a dictionary just to understand what the hell he's talking about.
You know, Kurt Warner has such a jingoistic strategy on the field. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't instigate a pre-conflict coup d'etat. Cha-cha-cha.
For only $19.95, this quick reference book will help you look up over 50,000 words Dennis may use during the telecast.
Terrell Buckley was certainly pell-mell there. I mean, before you know it, he's going to start babbling some polytheism dribble via a senatus consultum.
Don't spend another Monday night scratching your head. Get your copy of the Dennis Miller Dictionary. Call 1-800-DENNIS-SPEAKS. That's 1-800-DENNIS-SPEAKS.
What's the problem with Randy Moss today? He couldn't catch acute malaria if he consumed sun-dried mosquito bruschetta in a quarantined Panamanian hemophiliac triage unit.
Call now. Operators are maintaining a stationary position of anticipation.
Yeah, baby. Do it again.
14 till 2, 560 QAM. What do you want here? The Eliminate? It's Allspick Eliminate today.
No.
You're back on MTV?
It's a rerun. The Fifth Wheel.
Oh no, yeah, Fifth Wheel. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a rerun.
I get them all confused. They're all Blind Date.
Sure,
they're all a copy of Blind Date, the original Blind Date. So I got to read this liner, but I guess I should mention that the one appearance was canceled because I've been reading it all day about that Chevron thing, the 5 to 7. Hey, don't go to Chevron anywhere from 5 to 7. Well, I mean, you can go ahead and go, but we won't be there. The van won't be there, and you won't win anything there. But here's what you can look forward to. Mad Dog, 2 o'clock today. He'll be live from Hooters in Doral. Stop by for specials on Heineken. Wait a minute.
Heineken!
I mean, I went to all the trouble. And register to win a dinner for 2 with a Marlins player that's with the Mad Dog today from 2 o'clock on. I guess the whole show, right? 2 to 4, 2 hours.
Yes.
As he drives from as he broadcasts from the Hooters in Doral. Then later on tonight, join the QAM Cuties at 8 o'clock from 8 to 10, as a matter of fact, at the Village Pump and Grill. How appropriate. Just across A1A on Commercial Boulevard, stop by to enjoy specials on Beck's Beer, win Marlins tickets and other prizes. That's at the Village Pump and Grill, 8 o'clock tonight, 8 to 10 with the QAM Cuties. QAM, hello.
Could you play the call from Ted?
No, I can't, no. And here I was thinking we were going to have a conversation. By the way, Jane, who sent the fax about the W fax about the women's rights and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
We got your link. Thank you, Eric, by the way. I love that, Eric. Well, he's got Hooters, so, I like him. He put the link up there already, and I checked it out, freechoicesaveslives.org, and it's a women's rights group, and it's all-inclusive women's rights, not just the right to choose, but the right to have equal rights. And as much woman bashing as I do, let me just say this. It's going to sound very strange coming from me. Well, I'm bitter, and I have every right to be.
You're married.
I'm married. They came at me, man. All I wanted, all I wanted. And I got this. So I'm bitter. But if we did empower women, oh, man, I can't believe it. This is going to sound really strange, all right? So bear with me. If we did empower women, they have done studies, and in places where women didn't have any reproductive rights at all, even the right to just decide how many children to have, because in some places in the third world and in Africa, you don't even have a choice. Like, I only want to have 2 children. No. You're going to have as many children as the husband says he wants. All right, for example, in places when they have given women the legal right to decide how many children they have, they choose to have 2 or 3, rarely more than 4. Because guess what? It hurts and it's stressful. All right? So if that's all we ever do in the world is give women the right to have as many children as they want to, or to not have as many children as they don't want, all of the other problems of the world will start to diminish and eventually just fade to a manageable level, because there is only one genuinely universal problem in the world, and that's too many effing people. Not enough stuff, including real estate, good real estate I'm talking about. Sure, we got lots of real estate that nobody wants. It's too cold, it's too dry, it's too this, too that, too wet. We got not enough stuff, and there's only one thing that we have more of than we need in the world, and that's people.
Correct.
If we get the population down to a reasonable level, then we can deal with all the other problems as they come, because then they'll be manageable. They won't be these overblown things. There won't be starvation, like the little disease kind of a thing crops up. That'll be with a manageable level of population. The world will become a better place, and all you have to do is do that. Give women the ability to choose how many children they can have. Give them the legal authority and the means and the knowledge and the information to regulate the size of their family. I don't want to say the word family planning because, that's a buzzword that they hate. So we're talking about the same rights that we enjoy, because something going on inside your body, Josh, that's your business, right? There's nobody trying to take that away from you, right?
No.
Okay, well, same thing for the chicks. Your body, your business, my body, my business. QAM, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
Good. I got a thing for your poll.
All right, I got a thing for my poll, too.
Yeah, the thing I'm going to remember most about Reagan is that he died about 5 days before Ray Charles.
Okay. Gotcha, but we're not going to put that on there. That's a little
far-fetched.
I don't know. Just not good.
Right.
Not that I'm being distracted by MTV or anything like this. Actually, I'm refreshing the poll. 716 votes on a very passionate poll here. 191 people remember the Iran-Contra scandal more than anything else. And in second place, 86 doing well. 68 winning the Cold War. 50 for Reaganomics, voodoo economics. 41 people say he was an America's cheerleader. 40 each for ketchup as a vegetable and tax cuts for the rich. 39 for his hair. 38 remember the jelly beans the most. 22 for ignoring AIDS. 15 the assassination attempt. 11 each for funding evildoers, all of them. North America, South America, the Middle East, everywhere. Saddam, Osama, closing down all the mental institutions also got 11. 9 each for his acting and Star Wars, SDI. Taking credit for the hostage release. 8, 7 each for his funeral. See? And, savings and loan scandal. 6 for napping through meetings. 5 for strike breaking. 4 each for being in bed with Margaret Thatcher and blowing up the school teacher. 3 for bombing Libya. 2 for the Land of Confusion video. And 0, and that's been on since the very beginning, for visiting the Nazis. Nobody even remembers that. You know what? I don't remember that. 8 till 2 on 560 QAM.
Doctor, my thighs have cellulite from all the crappy food I eat. I have bad thyroid and can't find a diet that I like. I have pimples on my cheeks. They look like pasty cottage cheese. And I watch Jerry and Oprah. The television's my exercise. Doctor, my thighs, give me some liposuction, please. I am so wide, I can't remember where to wipe. I can't remember what I ate that put on this tasty weight. Looks like the dunes of the desert on my behind. When you get as fat as me, you can't tell if I'm a he or a she. Can't tell what gender, 'cause after a while it's too hard to find. Doctor, my thighs, give me some liposuction, please. My ass is so wide, I can't remember where to wipe.
3 till 2 on 560 QAM. I totally forgot while we were whoring the show today, because I want to mention Air Around the Clock. They're over at the house every 5 minutes. I think the wife has a thing for one of the repair guys. I think she's taking a hammer to things and ripping things apart. Seriously, if it weren't for them, I can't imagine the money that I would have spent on appliances by now. Like the icebreaker keeps breaking. The icebreaker. The ice maker. Rhymes with breaker. The ice maker, because God forbid I'm going to do that ice tray thing again. What am I, a barbarian? I mean, next you'll be taking away my indoor plumbing. Making me go in an outhouse again. You got the ice maker. It's not fancy. It's not one of those in the door things. Just fill the tray. Keeps going out on the Sears Kenmore fridge, and they keep coming over and fixing it. They couldn't fix the dryer that my daughter set on fire. The dryer fire.
Yeah,
it was beyond
disaster.
Yeah, fire extinguisher. Have you ever had a fire extinguisher moment?
I did actually in the new house, and the funny story is it didn't like
just already you're pre-fired already.
We just we threw wings in, you know how you gotta fry the wings,
of course.
And as soon as we threw them in, just scorched,
crazy kids,
and
grease
right
fire.
up the wall, and
sure.
no damage though.
Yeah, well, we had the wife opened the door, and as soon as that air hit, because it was already all the clothes were already pre-cooked in there, but in their kind of a vacuum, they weren't getting any oxygen. As soon as the air hit, boom. It went on fire, so they couldn't help, but they had fixed the dryer before. They have fixed practically every appliance in the house at a very reasonable fee, and it's like thousands of dollars for some of these things that we would have to spend. So air on the clock, Joe talks about them all the time. He sings about them too. They're good people. They're nice. They've been with the station a long time, and they do real good work. And just before I run out of time, unsolicited, because we've had lunch there twice now, because Boca Brian's into cars and everything. And we were at the Expo Al Fresco, and these people were there with all their with the Batmobile, and they handed out a card, and we checked them out. The wife takes credit for finding this place, so here you go, honey. You can take credit for finding this place, and it's Waffle Works. Yeah, and it's right in front of the Hollywood Mall on Hollywood Boulevard and like Park Road. It's in that one of those little satellite places right next to the Radio Shack. Good waffles. They have other stuff too. They have a deep fat fryer. They make burgers and fried. See them. Yeah, if you want, and it's all fine, it's all good, but their waffles are outstanding, and they have cars everywhere. They have model cars everywhere, like the entire collection, every car in existence practically. Well, not every one, but they're working on it.
Very cool.
All displayed all over the walls, in between the booths and everything, so it's kind of a cool place to hang out. They're usually not open for dinner, though, except I think on weekends and Fridays, so it's a good place to go for breakfast and lunch. Waffle Works in Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard and Park Road, unsolicited testimonial. It's just a good place. Mad Dog is next from the Hooters in Durrell. He'll have wings, he'll have things, he'll have prizes, and bye.